Lucas.
Jay?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen.
Why, needless to say, I'm thrilled to bits to be exonerated by this jury. I have maintained my innocence all along, so all I can add is I'm deeply relieved to be acquitted. I must confess, there is a certain sweetness to this victory, inasmuch as I've been vindicated by you good citizens of Bay City. And
That snake.
The hell he's put us through.
Exonerated by this jury. I have maintained my innocence all along, so all I can add is I'm deeply relieved to be...
I'm sorry. I just can't watch him gloat any longer.
It would seem that not all the citizens of Bay City are as happy about this victory as he is.
It would seem.
That's why I've called you all here tonight.
Jake.
Come on in, you're late.
What do you mean, come on in?
Thank you for coming.
I bet I'm not invited here for Jamie's bachelor party.
What are you doing here, Jake?
Jamie, I talked to your mother before she left for Chicago this morning. She told me what Jake told your family about Carl.
Michael, you're going to involve him in this? Are you crazy?
Jamie, Jake may have saved Amanda's life, and he got beat up in the process.
Just drop it, Jamie. Let him stay, all right?
Come on, sit down.
Hey, Sam.
All of us are sitting here at this table because we have one thing in common. One man has changed all of our lives. Carl Hutchins has threatened our community, our livelihood, and our loved ones. And we have behaved like law-abiding citizens. We let the justice system do what it was supposed to do best, which is prosecute and convict the guilty.
But it didn't happen.
That's right. And that's why we're here tonight, to discuss our options.
What options? What are you trying to say, Michael?
I think all of us should put our heads together, put our energy and focus in one place so that we can rid this town of the plague of terrorism that we've had for 6 months. Carl Hutchins has literally gotten away with murder. Why? Because he keeps his hands clean. The cops know he's guilty. We know he's guilty. Carl Hutchins knows he's guilty. That's why he can sit there on that TV with that smug look on his face. Carl Hutchins will not stop. What are we going to do? Just sit around and wait until he does it again? No. He'll do it again unless...
Unless what, Michael?
Unless we take Carl out of the picture permanently. Are you with me?
Let me get this straight. You want to kill Carl Hutchins?
No, Jamie, we just wanted to pay for what he's done.
You want him dead?
It's the only way.
Is that why he's here? Is he the hitman?
Why don't you shut up and relax, Jamie?
Guys, I don't believe what I'm hearing here. Am I the only one who thinks this is lunacy?
Something has to be done, Jamie.
I know exactly how Michael feels. Carl always wins. He's managed to outsmart the cops and the judicial system, and sometimes...
And sometimes, if you want a job done right, you do it yourself.
Before it's too late. You are all actually serious.
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'd expect something like this from you, Jake. But you guess? Sam? What about you, Michael? Is this where it's going?
Jamie, I am not going to let Carl walk around and hurt anyone he wants. Not your mother, not my family, not anyone I care about.
Guys, please, look at yourselves. You're all just sitting around here, drinking brandy and smoking cigars, calmly talking about getting rid of Carl. Could you please just come back to reality?
How much more reality do you need,
You just
Jamie?
shut up,
No, you
Jake.
shut up. Why don't you shut up and stop acting like a coward, all
Well,
right?
that's a real interesting observation from a guy who thinks rape is making love.
This is not going to solve anything.
Go on me. Hey, I don't have to do anything to him. He's not worth it.
Well, do you think we could get down to business now, gentlemen?
You're all reacting like this because of something that Jake says. How can you buy anything?
He's talking about your sister.
All right, just stop it, okay? Jake, Jamie, sit down. We are not talking about Jake here. We are talking about a murderer who is threatening the lives of our families.
I mean, dude, you have some responsibility to them, Jamie. You have some responsibility to take care of them.
To who? The women folk? What do, Jake? We clean our shotguns, we saddle up, we ride at sunrise.
Jamie.
Don't you hear what this is sounding
Just
like?
listen to me for a minute. Jamie! Carl took Kathleen away from me. He almost killed Frankie. God only knows what he'll do next. All Michael is saying is, how long do we let this go on?
Hutchins had my brakes tampered with, but he almost killed Jenna instead.
Rachel almost died. She may lose her sight. What about Amanda, Jamie? Are we supposed to just sit back and let Carl do whatever he wants?
Let me ask you all something. Before you came here tonight, was anyone planning revenge? Was anyone even thinking about taking the law in their hands as far as Carl? I didn't think so. Because most of you are too smart and sane.
But Michael is right. Together we can try to solve
Yes,
this.
and together we can all go to jail just for sitting in this room conspiring to kill someone.
No, Jamie, you're jumping to conclusions. We have not talked about killing
Michael,
Carl.
what good are we to our families if we're doing time in Leavenworth?
People tried to do it by the book, Jamie. It didn't work, so that's why we're
We
going to
strike
take...
back.
Hard.
I guess it's true. Gang mentality just takes over.
Jamie, I think you ought to listen for a minute here.
You got a better idea?
We've tried the by-the-book approach, and it didn't work. Now, I'm not saying we take Carl out, because that's not going to work either. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to break the law. And I also don't want Carl walking around these streets scot-free, dancing through Bay City. What I would like to do is even the score.
Jamie, Jake's right. I know Amanda's next. Carl's been plotting something for weeks now. Jake saw Amanda's picture at Carl's apartment. I'm not going to let this end with Amanda.
He just thinks we're helpless.
But if we let him know we're together on this...
We're going to prove him wrong.
Carl Hutchins is a psychopath. He is sure that he is above the law. We are supposed to be better than an animal like this. Most of us, anyway.
I'll bet you'd be in, Jamie, if they were all sitting around here talking about me.
Jake, knock it off. Jake, come on.
Just look at yourselves. Do all of you want to be just like Carl? Are you ready to cross that line? Because if you are, and if you do, there is no coming back. You think getting rid of Carl is going to let you get on with your lives? You think if you destroy this man by your own hands, you can just move right on? Well, you're wrong, guys. You're wrong. You're going to spend the rest of your lives looking over your shoulders, just waiting for someone to do to you what you did to Carl. Is that peace? I don't think so.
So what do you suggest, Jamie? We just let him carry on.
I can't be a part of this. I want Carl dead just as much as the rest of you. But I will not be a part of this. I cannot be a part of this.
Then we'll do your dirty work for you, Jamie.
I have a son to think about, Jake. I have a responsibility to him, and I will not let him grow up with a father who is a liar, or without a father at all. You guys do whatever it is you think you have to do. I was never here tonight.
I knew it was too quiet. Hey, Merle.
Paulina?
Come on in. I was just reading.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're not.
So where's Jamie?
Oh, he's not home.
He's not?
No, I expect him back soon. Why don't you come on in and wait?
Is that why you're wearing that?
Excuse me?
That, whatever that is. Did you put that on for Jamie?
What the hell does that mean?
Do I have to spell it out for you?
Yes, please do.
I don't trust you, Paulina.
Why, Marley? What did I do?
No, it's not what, it's who. First of all, it's Grant, then it's Jake, and now all of a sudden I think you have your sights set on Jamie.
Marley, what you're saying is crazy.
Oh, is that why you told him I stole his prescription pad?
Marley, I didn't say you stole it.
Did you think he would just leave me and come running into your arms?
Of course not.
You really want me out of the picture, don't you?
Marley, what are you talking about?
You want Jamie. And you will walk right over me to get him, won't you?
I'm going to pretend this conversation never happened. It's obviously you've had a bad day.
No, I haven't had a bad day. That doesn't quite wrap it up. You see, Jamie asked me why I stole his prescription pad. Now, just where do you think he came up with that idea?
Because I said I saw it in your jacket pocket, which happens to be the truth.
You are trying to turn him against me, Paulina.
I was trying to help you, Marley.
Help me? Help? We ended up having a terrible fight.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're sorry. I don't think so. I think this is exactly what you wanted to have happen. Admit it.
What is the matter with you?
Nothing.
I have done nothing but support you and Jamie since I... How could you think that I'd want to do anything to hurt what you have with him? I'm the one who found the fertility clinic for you in Switzerland in the first place. I went out of my way because I knew how much it meant to you to have a child of your own. And now you think I'm trying to hurt you? You think I'm after Jamie?
What am I supposed to think?
Oh, Marley, come on.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Amanda.
Everything okay?
It's fine.
Marley, you're fine, all right? I'm fine.
Okay, everybody's fine. I'm on my way to the office.
Amanda, I thought you were staying in.
Well, I was going to, but now I'm meeting Sam at the office. Looks like it's a good thing, too. See ya.
Why did you do it?
Do what?
Why did you take Jamie's prescription pad? Do you... Is there a problem?
You think I have a drug problem?
I'm worried about you, Marley.
I don't. I swear it.
Okay.
If I'm addicted to anything, I would say it's probably to a dream.
What do you mean?
I have to be able to have a child.
I know that.
The doctors here took me off the medication that my doctors in Switzerland had put me on.
Was it dangerous? Is that why they stopped it?
They said my mood swings were too severe, so they just took me right off it.
You wrote yourself a prescription?
Paulina, I had no choice.
I'm so sorry that you've had to go through all this.
No, I would do anything to have a child.
Come here. I wish you could see how easy it is to love any child.
What?
I saw so many kids in foster care. They had adoptive parents who loved them just like they were their own.
Isn't the same.
No, it's not. No, but it's wonderful, all on its own.
You obviously have no idea what I'm going through.
No,
I mean,
Molly,
have you ever tried to get pregnant? I mean, have you and Jake ever talked about having children?
It's too soon.
No, it's not. I know that Jake wants to have a family, and I'm sure you do too.
Look,
so
it's hard to imagine. But yes, maybe someday. Yeah.
Maybe someday. I don't have that luxury of maybe someday, so you have to help it happen.
What if you can't?
Oh, you would really love that, wouldn't you?
How can you say that to me?
You have everything. You have a husband. You have run of this house. And you have the freedom to just flaunt yourself in front of Jamie anytime you feel like it.
I don't have to listen to this.
You know what? I hope someday, right when you're this close to having everything you have ever dreamed of having, someone just pulls the rug right out from underneath you the way you're doing it to me.
I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I wish I could make you see that.
Oh, I see. The way you dress. The way you walk around here and show your body off to anyone who will take a look.
That's not true.
No?
No.
Do you like to tempt people that you can't have, Paulina?
I am not interested in Jamie. Marley, he's like my brother.
Oh, please. You're not even blood related.
I'm out of here.
I'm not finished.
Oh, yes, you are. I don't know what brought this on, but you've got problems, sweetheart. Serious problems. You are not behaving like yourself, and I'm through trying to understand why.
You can't face the truth.
The hell I can't. I care about you and Jamie Marley. I care about both of you very much. But you are hallucinating if you think I'm after him.
All right. Is there anyone else sitting here who thinks they can't go through with it? All right.
There's one more thing we need to get straight. Can everyone at this table be trusted? Oh, come on.
You're on shaky ground as it is, Jake. Just hang back a little, all right?
Jake, everyone who sat at this table tonight can be trusted, or I wouldn't have invited them.
Is there a chance Carl could know what we're doing?
Well, it's possible, but the chances are extremely slim, wouldn't you say?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that Michael and Lucas know what they're doing.
You mean the club?
Yeah.
But if Carl ever did find out about
He won't.
this...
We'll always be 2 steps ahead of Carl.
What we say never leaves this room. We're covered.
Cass, we've got to make this clear once and for all. As our legal experts,
Yeah.
have we absolutely exhausted every legal avenue against Carl?
The police tried virtually everything. Carl is always one step ahead of them.
I've been waiting for you.
I wanted to see you, too.
I'll be upstairs.
Are you all right?
No. Are you?
No.
Jamie, I felt really sick all day today about the things that we said to
Marley,
each
I
other.
never should have accused you of something like that.
Jamie,
I was confused. I never even let you tell me your side of the story. What were you doing with my prescription pad?
Honey, I don't even know why Paulina came to you.
Were
with
you
that
two
story.
fighting?
Were you all right? I noticed when you came in the door you seemed
Marley,
so...
please, just tell me what happened.
Nothing.
Why can't you look at me?
I am.
You're acting so strangely. Please. Did you take the pad? Marley. All I want you to do is tell me that you didn't mean it. Was it an accident? Honey, please tell me the truth. You've never lied to me before. Don't start now.
Who is it?
It's me. Open the door.
Kathleen.
I am not leaving until you guys give me an audience, so you might as well open the door.
What's the secret password?
What the hell are you doing here?
Pour me a brandy and I'll tell you.
Have a seat, Kathleen.
Thank you.
How did you find out about
How
this?
dare you do this without me?
Well, whatever it is we're doing, Kathleen, we didn't invite you for a very good reason.
And I think we all know what that reason is.
You've been through an awful lot, for starters.
This is dangerous.
Golly, I might faint.
Kathleen.
Hey, let her stay. She's got that look in her eye.
Somebody has to be here to make sure all these male egos don't go into overdrive.
This is not the place for you, Kathleen.
What, a room full of chauvinists? Golly, I guess it is dangerous, isn't it? So what did I miss?
Let her stay.
Gee, thanks, honey. I think I'll pass on the cigar, though.
Look, I need to take about a 5-minute break here, make a phone call. Lucas, will you join me?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, I think the two of us are the only ones that understand what needs to be done here.
I think they're with us.
Yeah, well, they're talking big. I just got a feeling they're going to wimp out. If they chicken out, are you with me?
I'll do whatever I have to keep Amanda safe.
Good.
You mad at me?
No.
Resigned?
I understand why you feel you have to do this.
I think I've earned the right to be here.
Yes, but I'm not going to let you hurt yourself.
Has anything new come up on Charlene's disappearance?
No.
John still thinks it has to do with Taylor, doesn't he?
Yes, and he may be right.
Nobody believed them when they said Taylor was still a threat. Sounds like me and Carl.
Yes, it does. Say there, Kathleen. Do you ever wish that you had slammed the phone in Signet's ear the first time he called?
Only every minute.
But if you had to do all over again...
I'd probably do the same thing. But I'd tell you this time.
We learn these things one at a time, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Carl's on the way to the Quarry Complex.
I know it. Amanda,
Sam, no, you can't go. She's got security guards. She's going to be okay.
I'm not going to just sit here, Michael.
Well, you have to. Otherwise, Carl will wonder how we know about his comings and goings. She's safe. She's protected. Trust me.
If Michael says she's safe, she's safe.
Come on. Now, Cass, we're talking about legal means to keep Carl in place.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that I can come up with some technicality to make sure that he stays put, but if Carl wants to leave town, he's gone.
Well, maybe we should let him do that.
Yeah, he'll leave town all right after he's done whatever he has in mind with Amanda.
Well, he's going to do whatever he does soon because he's leaving town at the end of the month.
How do you know that?
I'm a reporter. I did some digging.
Well, that doesn't give us much time. So either we have to figure out what he's planning to do before then, or we just stop him from doing anything.
I say we go for column B.
You would.
What's going
We're
on?
not talking maybe or shoulda. Either we take Carl out or we watch him murder again. You guys decide which it's going to be.
He's right, Cass. I don't care how many strings you pull. If he's got something planned for the end of the month, he's going to do it. Got to decide something tonight.
I think the decision's already been made. And I can take care of it if you want.
What does that mean?
Shoot him, Jake. My God. I came back to town because I thought Carl had shot you.
I can risk it.
Violence only backfires.
I have less to lose than
You
everyone.
know that
Everyone
by
else
now.
has got a woman they love involved.
You have Paulina, she would be devastated.
Kathleen,
if somebody
somebody
put a
has to
bullet
do
in you.
something.
Jamie was right.
Jamie?
Look, why don't we hire somebody from out of town? Make it anonymous.
All right. Everybody, just cool out.
No,
now. I didn't call you here so that we could figure out a way to shoot Carl.
I just
now,
have
you
one
just
question to
listen.
ask.
What?
You got us all here to find a solution to the Carl problem, right? We agree that there's no legal road we can take. What did you expect us to do, Michael? Sit him down and have a man-to-man conversation with a nutcase?
No, Jake. But I don't want anybody at this table winding up in the hospital or the morgue or jail. Not even you.
He's right, Jake. We have to think this through.
So what's left?
We've got to outsmart Carl. We've got to keep him under surveillance 24 hours a day.
This isn't high noon, Big Jake.
Look! If we can follow him, we might be able to catch him in the act.
The police have had a tail on the guy since he came to town. Look how well they've done.
Good point, Sam.
The police have limited resources. We can be smarter than he is. We can think his thoughts before he does.
Come on, Michael. We both know how deep his network is now. We can't cover his people. Hell, we can't cover his people because we don't know how far under he's gone. We don't even know who his people are.
My father always used to say, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. You got to stop it at the source.
I'm with Jake.
I'm afraid I am too, Michael.
The only sure way to stop Carl is to kill Carl. If you can stomach that sort of thing.
No! I'm with Michael. We can't let him turn us into criminals. Why does it have to be so direct? Why don't we set him up to do himself in?
We are talking about Carl.
All right, that's enough. Now, Lucas, when you and I were enemies, at least we agreed on the rules, right?
Rule number 1. Know your enemy inside out.
Exactly. So, what do we know about Carl?
Well, we know he likes the good things in life. Fine food, wine, opera, clothes.
Oh, great. He's got a great big chessboard, too.
All right. And he thinks of himself as a ladies' man.
Oh, it would be so easy if an unmarked car just accidentally hit him on his...
Lucas, you're
body.
not helping me here.
Michael, when you were in the club, all that morality stuff was real cut and dry. We made our own rules.
We're talking about vigilanteism.
I thought you said you wanted to get him.
I want to be smart about it.
Cass is right.
Is there any way we can make this look like an accident?
Carl could die of old age, and they'd come looking for one of us. Count on
Not
it.
if nobody knew he was out of the picture. So
What's your idea, Sam?
let's just say, for sake of argument, if Carl disappeared, who would care?
The people on his payroll.
What are they going to do, Cass? Say they work for Carl? Yeah, right. He doesn't have a family or friends. Taking Carl out wouldn't be a crime. It'd be a freaking public service.
How is this supposed to take place?
Well, we could be creative.
Will you guys listen to yourselves?
This is wrong. All of you know it. There has to be another way.
Carl doesn't play fair. Why should we?
Paulina.
I know you're working, Amanda, but could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. You and Marley were really having it out before.
Yeah.
What is it with you two?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Have you noticed anything different about Marley lately?
Well, she was a little edgy. I just didn't think it was my place to say anything.
This is so hard.
Okay, just say it.
She thinks I'm after Jamie.
She what?
You don't think so, do you?
Of course not.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Why would she think you're after Jamie? Of all people, he's family.
That's what I meant when I said she's acting strangely.
The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
She also thinks that, you don't think I give out the wrong signals to men, do you?
No.
You don't know how glad I am to hear that.
What did she say to you?
She thinks that I dress to attract men's attention.
So you don't wear curlers and a smock. So what?
Right. But she's really set on this.
Maybe she's nervous because of the upcoming wedding.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it still doesn't give her a right to accuse you of something like that. That's just not fair. She should know by now how much my brother loves her. I'm really surprised.
Jamie, I did take your prescription, Pat. Please let me explain to you
Explain?
why. We knew the treatment in Switzerland was experimental, right? I mean, you looked into it. You thought it was safer. You never would have let
Marley,
me try
what does
it.
this have to do?
The doctors here, they're so rigid. I mean, they weren't looking at the facts.
The facts?
The treatment, it was working. My hormone levels were responding. I was ovulating regularly. I mean, I was this close to conceiving. You knew it.
I didn't know that at all, Marley.
You said so yourself, and then Dr. Hadley went and pushed the panic button, and you made up my mind for me.
The
and that
drugs
wasn't
were affecting
fair.
your personality. Dr. Hadley consulted with your physicians in Switzerland. They all agreed it was best to take you off of the drug.
Why? Why? Because I was having some mood swings? I told you that I would do anything to have a child.
Even endanger your own health? Endanger the health of a child that you might conceive?
I would never do anything to hurt our child.
Don't you hear yourself? Don't you see what's happening?
Oh, Jamie! Put away by the rule books for once, will you? For once, take a chance in your life.
Marley, I think that you're taking the chances for both of us. You stole my prescription pad. You forged my signature, and you wrote yourself a prescription. I just can't believe that.
Jamie, I wasn't trying to deceive you.
Well, the hell you weren't! What if something happened to you?
What if I got pregnant?
I don't even know who you are anymore. It's the drugs. It's got to be the drugs. That's why you're doing all these things that don't make any sense at all.
Honey, listen to me. I didn't tell you about this because I didn't think you'd understand. It's something that a woman feels.
What? Don't give me that! Having a family means just as much to me.
You admit it. See?
Marley, there are all kinds of ways of having a family.
I am doing this to try to keep you. I'm doing this for us.
Is that what you think you're doing? You're doing this for us? Matt Corey was just as much a father to me as a real father. Believe me, I know there are other ways to have a child.
I don't want a child. I want yours.
And what if you can't do that? It's not enough, is it? I always thought that my love was enough to make you happy. Maybe I was wrong.
I want it to be enough, but...
What if you can't?
Jamie, I had this dream. And it was so real. I dreamt that Ryan and Vicky took Stephen away. And when they took him away, they took a part of you, too, and it was a part that I loved, and I couldn't get it back because I can't give you what Vicky was able to give you. No, please try to understand what I'm saying. I love that part of you, and I want to have that part of you, but I can't if Vicky's the only one who can give it to you.
I have never, ever compared you to Vicky.
But you will.
This is all in your head, believe me.
You may not be able to realize it now, but I'm telling you, you're going to resent the fact that I can't be the mother of your children.
I don't care if you can't have my child. I mean, if we can't.
You see, it's already there. You just don't even recognize it, but I do.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
It will always be my fault.
There is no fault involved here. If that's really what this is about, honey. I mean, if this whole thing is rooted in some rivalry that you have with Vicky, then you and I have got to seek some help because we have to deal with this.
I mean, I have to learn how to deal with this.
You're not listening to me.
I am listening to you.
Then why can't we go talk to someone?
Why can't you just talk to me instead of helping everyone else you have ever said hello to in your entire life?
What are you talking
You're
about?
so busy counseling Paulina, helping your whole family because of Carl and working at the clinic that you don't even see what I'm going through. There's nothing left at the end of the day for me. We couldn't even get away for a night to elope.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I do need to change. But still, you shouldn't have taken this whole thing into your own hands
yes,
like
I
that.
know. I'm the ogre. I'm the villain.
Marley,
You're the
this
victim.
has to stop.
Yes, it does. Someone and something always needs you more than I do. You have not been there for me, Jamie. Not at all. I think we should just postpone the wedding.
Is that really how you feel?
Yes.
think you're right.
Jamie!
I think it's important that we make this perfectly clear.
I think everyone already is, Michael.
I don't know what we're deciding if it's not whether we put Carl out of commission for good.
All you people are ready to take part in a criminal act for revenge? Is that what you're saying?
I'll do whatever I have to do to keep Jenna and Felicia safe.
Cass, you can't tell me you haven't defended someone you've known was guilty. I know you have.
That's a lawyer's function. Every person in this country is entitled to the best legal defense the system can provide.
Oh, so you slant the truth so you become the hero. Bravo.
Oh, get off my back, Lucas.
You dragged Frankie into this. You almost got her killed.
That's enough!
I would think you'd want to strangle him with your own bare hands.
Leave him alone.
I knew you hadn't changed. You may have pulled the wool over Felicia's eyes, but once a gangster, always a gangster.
Hey, enough! Now we're fighting each other here.
This is getting us nowhere.
Jake's right. I really don't care what happens to me. I know I gotta do something, or Amanda is gonna get hurt.
Yes.
Hello, Amanda.
Well, it worked.
What do you mean, Marley?
I mean, your wish finally came true. Jamie and I are postponing our wedding.
What?
Yeah. So now I figure you can really go after him.
I never wished this in a million years, Marley. I'd never want to see the two of you apart.
I would like to believe that. But I don't. Not for a minute.
Jamie! Count me in.
Well, what do you know?
Okay, Cass.
Wait a minute, Jake.
In or out?
I'm not going to condone an assassination. I want to get rid of Carl as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to let one of us run him down.
Well, what's your plan?
My plan is we keep an eye on him, we find his weakness, and we use it to trap him.
What if his weakness is Amanda?
Look, you saw the tape. He's getting cocky. He's going to trip himself up. He's got to have an Achilles heel.
Hey, wait a minute. He was with Amanda once when he cut his hand. She said he almost passed out at the sight of his own blood.
Great. We'll give him a paper cut and hope for a coronary.
No, Jake, wait. He's got something. If any of you think of anything like that we can use, you give me a call. Call me before we meet the next time. But no one is to take this into their own hands. I want you all to swear on this right now. Jake?
Okay, I won't whack him without a majority vote.
Sam?
I'll wait for a while.
Lucas?
Let's get the surveillance operation going.
Jamie?
I want this over as soon as possible.
Cass?
I won't do anything alone.
Kathleen?
I fought him alone for 4 years. I think it's time I worked with the group.
And a toast. Carl doesn't know it yet, but his days are numbered. On that, we swear.
I hope Michael means what he says.
Doesn't matter. I got a plan of my own.
Lucas, I'm afraid we may have stirred up just a bit too much of a hornet's nest in those two.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're young. But, why don't we call in our markers and get rid of Carl once and for all?
Lucas, that's too good for him. He doesn't deserve that. He deserves something a bit more eloquent. Something designed specifically for Carl. And I think I know exactly what that is.
You're out of here now, buddy. Good evening to you, too. I'm glad to see you're not still napping.
Peter, will you show Mr. Hutchins out, please?
Certainly. Amanda, I would like a word with you. I would never hurt her, and she knows that.
I have nothing to say to you.
I know what Jake told you. Well, if he didn't, he probably will. He found a photograph of you in my possession. God knows what ridiculous conclusions he may have jumped to.
Ridiculous, eh?
Jake being Jake, one can only assume the worst. I had the photograph for publicity purposes.
Publicity? What do I have to do with your publicity?
Amanda, I'm trying to save my reputation. What's left of it. It's just business, dear. I mean, you were kind and gracious enough once to write a fair, unbiased report on me. I was hoping for the same good fortune again, that's all. Trust me.
Why would I do that?
Pity. Pity. Such a waste. You know, Amanda, you should realize one thing.
What's that?
If, and I do mean if I wanted you, I should have you.
Go, Vicky, time's wasting.
Hold your horses.
No, I got about 45 minutes on my dinner break and counting.
I promise I'll make the wait worth your while.
So Vicky, doing anything for the next 60 years or so? No, too glib. Hey, Vicky, really going out to a movie and dinner. What do you say we just go out and get hitched?
Brian, what are you mumbling about?
I have a 2-day sweep of the area next week.
Would you hold it down in there, people? I'm on the phone here.
Sorry, Jerry. Look, see what you can do about getting me into the neighborhoods, especially the troubled ones. Thanks, Jerry. I owe you. Later. It's time for the government of the people, by the people, and for the people to start reaching out to the people. We must learn to love the poor, the helpless. We must love... What the hell do I know about love?
Hello, Grant.
Yeah, right. But let me know if you hear anything. Right. You know where to reach me. Nobody knows anything about Windswept.
Why don't they put out an APB?
The word's out.
Well, so we wait.
Hey,
Mike.
got him?
Did you talk to Cass?
Well, I saw Cass a little while ago, yeah. What,
Did anything happen?
No, nothing, nothing to report, really. You want to see this?
Yeah. Wait a minute, where's this $25,000 coming from?
Well, I figured we should up the stakes just a little bit, make some incentive.
Great, we'll plaster these all over town. We'll get answers in no time.
I'm thinking of buying some radio time, too.
Come on in, Cap.
Dr. Hudson's sorry to bother you at this hour.
It's all right.
What are you doing here, Billy?
I'm here about this man's wife.
I just thought I heard you mention my name, that's all.
Come here.
What's on your mind?
Nothing.
Liar.
Oh, you know me. Whenever I see you dressed in something like this, my mind just turns to mush.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I fell in love with you for your body, too.
You know, whenever I see you, I keep on thinking about that first time that we met.
Yeah, me too. Come here. Me, riding a horse.
No,
I mean, what was I
no.
thinking of?
I meant the way that you were looking, not the way that you were acting.
Oh, I don't know what I was trying to do, like be this perfect lady on a horse or
You're
something.
lucky that he didn't just toss you right down that beautiful behind of yours.
Oh, now I remember it. I thought I was being rescued by my knight in shining armor. And then you opened your mouth.
You were crazy to try and ride him. I just thought I'd say so.
Papa's jerk.
Spoiled brat.
So much for first impressions. Good thing they don't last.
You know, I was thinking.
Uh-oh.
No, I was thinking that when two people are as right for each other as you and I are, they should do something about it.
I was just thinking exactly the same thing. How soon do you have to be back to work?
Sooner than I'd like.
So let's just drop the small talk and cut to the chase.
Woman after my own heart.
Among other things.
Join me?
I thought one cocktail was your limit.
Well, today's a special occasion.
You know, you've been on edge ever since you got back from that meeting with whoever that meeting was with.
Yeah, well, Carl Hutchins' name came up.
Oh, yeah, that will do it.
I can't believe this guy's still running around loose.
So this mood of yours has nothing to do with Jenna.
Don't get me started on that.
Luke, come on, let's just talk to her. Maybe there really is an explanation.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up? I got your message.
Luke and I want to talk to you about something.
Okay.
Yeah. How's college treating you?
Fine.
Good. Today was a rough class day, right?
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Fine. Good. What's this about?
Your English lit professor called when you were out.
He did?
Yeah, he wants to know if you were going to drop his class.
Why would he say a thing like that?
Well, since you didn't show up for class on the day that the research topics were due, he thought you might not be interested in taking his class.
I missed one class. What is this?
You lied to
nursery
us,
school?
Jenna.
I did not. I told you that I was going to go to a party for
Yes,
Kim and
you did
Sacred
tell us
Heart.
that, but you didn't tell us it meant skipping a class to do
Felicia,
it.
I'm in college. I didn't think I needed permission.
Did Dean put you up to
No,
this?
he didn't.
You know, we do not spend all of this money so you can skip class,
It was
Jenna.
just one day.
It's an important day, honey.
What I was doing was important, too.
Quizzing the nuns about your real father?
How do you know about that?
Jenna, we're just concerned about you, that's all.
I need to know who he is.
Honey, I told you, Luke and I already asked the sisters about him.
Well, I was hoping that maybe they knew more.
Sweetheart, look, this is your first semester, and we just don't want you to fall behind.
Finding out about my father is much more important than anything I can learn in school.
Well, maybe you'll find out that he isn't this perfect figure that you have in your head.
And maybe I'll find out that he believes in me and that he understands me.
Jenna, come back here. We're not finished
You
talking.
are not my father, so stop ordering me around.
Well, you just handled that brilliantly, wouldn't you say?
What about Charlie?
I'm sorry. There's no news.
Then what are you doing here, man?
I need you to file a missing persons report.
Ryan already has all that information.
Ryan, Detective Harrison chose to ignore filing the proper forms. What else is
Well, that's not our problem. Maybe my brother doesn't want to talk to you right now.
No, that's all right, Mike. Come on in, Captain. What do you need to know?
Full name of the person presumed missing.
Not presumed, Captain. My wife is missing.
Her name, Doctor.
Charlene Frame Hudson.
Can you describe her for me?
She's tall, blonde, slim. She has a nice smile.
Yeah, I was looking for something a bit more objective, Doctor.
She's blonde, blue-eyed, about 5'7", 120 pounds. Fair complexion. She has a beauty mark on her left cheek.
And I'll make sure this gets on the wire with the report. Are you about through, Captain? Getting there. Doctor, when was the last time you saw your wife?
6:30 yesterday evening.
And what were the circumstances?
We were having company for dinner. Charlene recalled that she'd forgotten something from the grocery store, so she left to go get it.
Did you two have a fight or anything?
No fight.
Had your wife been behaving strangely lately?
Like what?
Had she been restless or dissatisfied?
Dissatisfied with what? I mean, what is this supposed to mean?
Well, Dr. Hudson, to the best of your knowledge, is there anyone else in your wife's life?
What the hell kind of a question is that?
I know you're busy. I won't take up much of your time.
I didn't think we had anything further to talk about.
Well, the final numbers aren't in yet, but the fundraiser could pull in over double the donations that we expected.
Good.
Yes, well, having Congressman Harrison there urging people to dig a little deeper sure made a difference.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Thank you. Jamie and I are very grateful.
Is that what you came over to tell me? Thanks.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, look, Pauline, I'm really busy, so...
I'm sorry I slapped you.
It's all right. I had that coming.
Having you call me a tease, you have no idea how much that hurt me.
Get right on this. Look, I apologize for that. I thought I was beyond the name-calling stage.
I didn't even
It's
know
just
what I
that we
did.
get so close, and then you push me away.
Well, I'm a married
You say you
woman.
love me, and then you go out with Jake. And
You know I love
run
you.
away from me to be with him.
He was hurt.
Okay, right. Fine.
You have no reason to be jealous of Jake or anyone else, Grant.
I just won't be a part of a stable. I mean, if that's your act, I'm out of here.
Grant, I love you. No one else.
Then why this charade with Jake? Why are you keeping us apart?
Honey,
Mm-hmm.
how long have we been together?
Oh, about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time we make love, it's the same for me.
What, are we in a rut?
Yes, a wonderful rut.
You think you're ever going to get bored of me?
You've managed to hold my interest so far.
You know, Vicky, we have a lot more than what we have in bed.
No kidding, we've had it in about every room in this whole house.
No. Yeah, but Vicky, when two people share something as special as we do...
I know, they don't have to talk about it because it just is.
Right.
What are you thinking about?
John and Charlene, what he must be going through.
If she doesn't come back to him,
I'd go nuts.
what are your chances of finding her?
Well, the longer it takes, the less they are.
Ryan, if he loses...
Vicky, I don't want... I want to talk about us.
Okay, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What's that for?
Because you never know when it might be your last kiss.
Just ask her, you idiot. You know, things between us have been getting better and better.
I
And
I love you more and more every minute.
you know, ever since you've come into my life, you've brought nothing but joy and happiness and love.
I've done all that.
Mm-hmm. I can't imagine my life without you. I want to marry you, Vicky. I want you to be my wife.
I would love to marry you. You've made me the happiest woman in the whole world. Okay, baby. I'm sorry. What did you want to talk to me about?
You know, Vicky, you know, what we have, it's been getting better and better.
I know. Honey,
And
can you do me up here? Thanks.
why are you getting dressed now?
Gotta go to Grant's headquarters.
Now?
Sweetheart, you of anyone knows that your father frowns on latecomers.
Vicky, I really have to ask you something.
I'm so sorry, honey. I have the notes. They can't start the meeting without me. You be careful out there, okay?
Vicky, wait!
Captain, my brother's having a real rough time. Yeah, I know how bad your brother must feel. Look, I'll stay in touch. Well, how you doing, man?
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump down the captain's throat like that.
He knows you didn't mean anything by it.
Frankie, when Charlene came back in here and kissed me, it was... she knew. I know she knew.
John, you really...
Now, I should have gone with her.
No, you had no way of knowing, man.
People just don't vanish into thin air.
We're going to find her.
You remember when she answered the phone?
Yeah, she said it was the wrong number.
I'm beginning to think that it was Taylor.
I think it was, too.
Okay, this should be enough, I guess.
Great, I'll make sure these get distributed downtown.
Okay, especially the airports and the train station,
I'll
right?
take care of that.
I'm going to plaster them all over BCU.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank all of you.
We love her too, man. Okay, I'm going to split. I'll see you a little later.
Okay, do you have enough food in the house?
Yeah, cold pizza. I love that for breakfast. You could keep a little eye on her for me, would you?
You got it.
Get some rest. If you hear anything at all, I don't care what time it is, you let me know. Give me a call, okay? Somebody.
Thanks, Dean.
Hi, Dean.
Hudson. See you later.
Hi.
Donna.
Hi. Has there been any word?
No, nothing.
John, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Frankie, you couldn't be yourself yet. Do you want me to do anything?
Why don't you just make yourself a cup of coffee and sit down?
Excuse me.
Let me go check on Greg.
No. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Poor darling must want his mommy.
It's very nice of you to come here and check on John.
I still think of John and Charlene as family.
I really have to be going.
What was the meeting about?
What meeting?
Don't play games with me, Michael. The meeting in your office tonight.
Spying on me, Donna?
Considering who was there, can I assume that the topic of conversation was Carl?
As far as you're concerned, Donna, there was no meeting.
Michael,
I mean it, Donna. Stop it.
if this concerns Carl, it concerns people that I love.
Donna, drop it.
Either you tell me what went on at that meeting, or I'm going to tell the police what I think went on. It's your choice.
Jenna didn't mean what she said. She was just angry, honey.
Yeah, well, this thing about her father, she's just not going to let it go.
Would you? I mean, if it were you?
Well, she should have She should have told us how she felt, not gone behind our backs.
You know, if she can skip a class and make up the work, maybe that is her decision.
But lying is not an acceptable behavior.
I just don't think that we can lay down the law right now.
Fanny, when I was 12 years old, I was lying to my mother. When I was 20, I was stealing televisions.
Jenna's not on that path. I just don't want her to feel afraid of us.
I got like playing heavy.
I know you don't. I know how concerned you are. But I think we have to remember something. Jenna's gone through an awful lot of changes this year. You know, we can feed her, we can clothe her, we can keep her safe. But we can't tell her who she is. And that's what this is all about.
Well, we've done everything to make a good life for her here.
I think if we had her from the beginning, well, things would be a lot different.
I think of our little girl all the time.
So do I.
Jenna is not our daughter. But Fanny, I love her like my own. We got a second chance with her. I don't want to blow it.
Honey, they really are expecting me.
Don't you think that you and I are a little bit more important right now than holding Grant's hand?
Thank you, but I do a lot more than just hold Grant's hand.
You're right, I know,
I mean,
I'm
after all,
sorry.
you're the one who came in here and wanted to have a little between the arrests love.
Vicky, I said I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay. Grant can wait a little while to get elected. Honey, what do you want to talk to me about?
What I wanted to know.
Okay, hold that thought. Just hold that thought. Hello. Hey, Carlos. Oh, no, he already left. No. Right, he's right here.
Yeah, Carlos. Yeah. Lieutenant Nyquist? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, no, I got it. Bye.
Looks like we're both back on the clock, huh?
Yeah, I got to get down to the Coast Guard and see somebody at the docks.
What about Charlene?
That's what I'm going to find out about.
Maybe I'll cross my fingers. So when do you want to talk?
Tomorrow afternoon lunch.
Tomorrow. Okay, I think I may have a small window of opportunity at about 3:30.
Make a small window of opportunity around 1:30.
Okay, I'll try, but
No, Vicky, I really need to talk to
Okay. I'll tell Grant that it is non-negotiable.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go.
Okay, me too.
I miss you already.
I miss you already.
Tell you what, last one down to the bottom of the driveway. Wash his dishes. Come on.
You're on.
You want to know why we can't be together now? Until the election, this is your life. Meetings and speeches and debates. You have just a few days to get yourself elected to the Senate.
I just want you by my side.
I can't divorce Jake right now.
Why not?
Because, for one thing, Rachel may need eye surgery. She won't need this, too.
Now Rachel's coming between us?
No. It's just that I don't want to turn anyone's world upside down right now.
I see.
No, you don't see. I do want to be with you. I am going to be with you.
When?
It just can't. Please, be patient with me.
And to think I was willing to throw this all away.
What do you mean?
The opening toast to the benefit, I was prepared to tell everybody how I really felt about you.
I'm glad you didn't.
I am too.
No, last night was to celebrate Jamie and the work that the clinic does.
I was willing to risk my entire career for you. You're not willing to risk upsetting the Coreys.
No, it's not like that.
Then what is it? Is it Jamie?
Who's filling your head with this garbage? Vicky?
Why would she do that?
Because Marley has this crazy idea in her head that... Never mind.
Maybe Vicky does know the score.
You would believe her and not me.
It wouldn't be the first time you kept the truth from me.
I'm only trying to protect you.
You keep telling me that. But you can't tell me from what? I'm sorry. I have work to do.
Donna, I do not respond well to ultimatums.
Are you all planning to take the law into your own hands?
Are you fishing for information to take back to Carl?
That's cheap.
He is your favorite date, as I recall.
Michael, I told you that I was seeing Carl because...
Yes, I know, because you wanted to get information on him or
Right.
something. Well, I have this feeling it was more than that.
You're right. I was lonely, and I wanted to hurt you as badly as you hurt me.
That just means that you and Carl are the perfect pair. You've each got a streak of vindictiveness a mile wide.
I know it was a mistake seeing Carl for more reasons than one, and I've told him that I can't do it anymore.
Well, then you should be happy that there are some people trying to get rid of him.
Getting rid of him is dangerous, Michael.
Yes, it is, Donna, but we happen to be big boys.
I care about the people at that meeting, including you.
Well, why don't we just say that some friends met tonight, and we're going to make sure that Bay City is not a nice place for Carl to spend any more time.
But if push just happens to come to shove...
Yes. How long ago? Right.
Something happened?
It's the Coast Guard. Windswept is headed into the harbor right now.
Is Charlene on board?
That's all I know.
This is the break. This could be the break we're waiting for.
Come on, Mike.
Let's take my car.
I'm gonna go too. No, I'm gonna bring Gregory to your mother's.
Frankie.
I'll meet you there. Just let Charlene will serve me all the tea in China when she gets back, okay? Mwah.
Dress warmly. We'll see you on the dock.
Okay.
So you haven't made radio contact yet?
Windswept hasn't acknowledged our transmission.
Maybe the radios are out. Maybe they don't want to acknowledge the transmission. When's he due to drop anchor?
Well, the coordinates that we got is accurate. 40 minutes.
Oh, the storm that's coming up, this water's getting kind of choppy. Visibility's dropping, too.
Let's hope who's ever piloting the boat knows what they're doing.
It won't be long now, buddy.
Make sure everybody who walks by gets a copy of this. For all the good it's going to do. Look, Charlene was last seen in this part of town, Donna. But she's got to be miles away from here by now, whether Taylor Benson took her or something else happened. Just please don't let John hear you say that, okay? I don't believe she's on that boat either. That kind of negative thinking creates a very dark aura, Donna. Somebody's got to be realistic. That's not realistic. I know that you're a great believer in hope. Well, I have to be. The only reason I'm alive is because Cass had such faith in our love. Then why aren't you with him?
Lieutenant Nyquist said that Windswept should make it in before the storm hits.
Well, when they form the boarding party, you count me in. I have some information I think you might be interested in.
What about Charlene?
I have reason to believe that Michael and some of his friends are planning to take on Carl.
All right, I'm coming.
Hey.
Hey, Jenna.
Hi. I wasn't sure that you were going to be home.
Oh, I got back from Charlene's a while ago. Yeah.
Is there any news?
Nothing so far.
I'm sorry to bother you so late.
Oh, it's fine. I was just working on some lead music. You know, gotta do something to keep myself busy. Oh, excuse the way I'm dressed. I was working in bed, so.
I should go.
No, why?
I don't want to interrupt you
No,
here in the middle of something.
no, come on. Something stressing you out? Are you okay?
Yeah, I have just a real big exam coming up.
Since when is little Miss Strayday worried about a test? That's not like you.
Listen, Dean, I'm really sorry about what happened last night.
You don't have to be sorry. Don't be sorry about anything, okay?
No, but I really wanted to be with you.
I wanted to be with you, too. And we will be. When you're ready, we'll...
So you're not angry with me?
Angry. That's why God invented cold showers, right?
Yeah.
Come here. Don't worry.
Did I tell you that Teen Scene magazine called? And, they want to do a feature on me as soon as the video's released.
Madonna, move the hell over.
Yeah, they want to do a photo layout and, an interview, and, they're really excited about it,
Jen,
so...
Jen,
What?
what's the matter?
What do you mean?
You've been here all of 3 minutes and told me about your chem test and you apologized about last night and talking about this magazine thing. What's the matter?
Boy, you really know me,
Talk
don't
to
you?
me, okay? It's me.
I really messed things up this time, Dee.
What happened?
I've got Felicia and Lucas wishing that they never adopted me.
Oh, what are you talking about? Come on.
My life is just this total mess, and I don't know what to do about it. Grant, guys.
Oh, man. Couldn't have missed that meeting.
I sent everybody home.
Hi.
Hi, you.
What happened? Did the latest polls say that Mr. Incumbent was going to walk away with a win?
See for yourself.
Grant, this is incredible.
That's what I said.
You've picked up a whole nother percentage point.
I'm even neck and neck with my honorable opponent in his own district.
Well, that's something to be happy about.
Take a look at these.
Wow, these are some really heavy hitters that want to talk to you.
Yep. Looks like I'm going to have it all.
So why do you look like your goldfish died?
Because I would give it all up in an instant for what I really want.
Ugh, Paulina.
Doesn't appear it's going to happen, though. And I don't know why.
Well, I do. And I'll tell you why if you think you're man enough to hear it.
I've been in politics long enough. I have a pretty thick skin.
We're talking real moment of truth here.
Lay it on me, baby.
Grant, I feel like you picked the wrong women. But, I mean, for the right reasons.
You like to translate?
All right, let's take Charlene, for example. I mean, she's terrific. Everybody thinks so. But she's totally wrong for you.
I know that now.
Good. Well, then let's just hope that she comes home to John and they live happily ever after.
Amen to that.
Now, Paulina...
What?
Oh, Grant, it's just that Paulina is this totally nouveau riche kind of girl. I mean, she had nothing. Suddenly she has everything. It's coming at her so fast, she doesn't even know which way to turn.
She turned to Jake.
She's going to dump him soon enough, I'm sure of that. And then, in a couple of years, then she'll be ready for the right guy, but not now.
So just who is my dream woman?
Well, now, I know you're a liberal, but you have got to stop falling for these women that you want to take care of. I mean, you need to find someone who has the same competitive edge as you, someone who really knows what it's like to be a winner.
Some qualifications.
You don't think you deserve someone like that?
Oh, did I say that?
No, you didn't, but I kind of know what you mean. I used to think only other people got it all.
Then you met Ryan.
Yeah. We're good to each other. And we are good for each other.
So you really think this perfect woman is out there?
Oh, yeah. And until you find her, I don't want you to settle for anything less.
Well, I just called the Coreys.
She's not there either.
She's not at the studio, not at Sassy's.
She's probably with Dean.
Well, maybe she's at the library. Maybe she's doing some homework.
Oh, yeah, right. The way she stormed out of here, my money's on Dean.
Well, it's not the end of the world.
Well,
It's Franco. I bet
hope
she
so.
went upstairs to Tops.
Hi, Felicia.
Paulina.
I know it's late. I'm sorry. I should have called
Oh,
first.
no,
but-
no, sorry.
Hi,
Come on
Paulina.
in.
Come on in. What's up?
Well, I wanted to thank you for helping to make the fundraiser such a big success.
Oh, Paulina, it was our pleasure, really.
No, really, thank you. Letting us use Tops and that check.
Well, it's our way of giving something back.
Well, thank you. I wanted you to know how much I appreciate it.
Maybe you could return the favor.
Name it.
Well, you know our Jenna. You've met her?
Oh, yes, she's beautiful.
Yeah, well, we agree. It seems that Luke and I and Jenna are having a few communication problems. Maybe you
Oh,
can.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We were wondering, maybe you can help us understand what she's going through.
Well, it's been a while since I was a teenager.
Well, you see, I think the real problem comes from the fact that she's been adopted.
Oh. I wasn't adopted, though. That was the problem.
Yeah, but we thought maybe you still might be able to understand why she's got so much pain.
Yeah. It was tough for me when I was Jenna's age. No matter where I was, whether I was at my foster home or at school or hanging out with my friends, I never felt like I had anything that belonged to me.
We've done everything we could to make her feel wanted.
It doesn't have anything to do with anybody but Jenna. See, not knowing who my family was, who my parents were, or where I was from, it made me feel like I didn't know who I was.
Jenna says that.
Oh, and I also used to think that if my real parents didn't want me, I must not have been much of a prize.
But Annie Mac didn't even know you existed.
Right. I didn't know that.
Did you ever think that maybe your mother gave you away because she wanted you to have a better life?
Sure. Of course, I try to tell myself that all the time. Basically, I felt that I wasn't worth having anything good happen to. And sometimes I still don't.
I'm glad that Rachel found you.
Well, when Rachel accepted me, my whole life changed.
You made your life work.
I still have a way to go.
Felicia and Lucas wish that they had their real daughter instead of me.
Janet, get out of here. Don't say things.
Well, I can't blame them, Dean. Make it sound like my real father is much more important than Lucas.
Well, sometimes we do that. When we're mad, we say things we don't mean, right?
Dean.
What?
The only reason why they even adopted me is because they felt sorry for the poor
pity?
orphan.
Pity's not their style,
Well, they're
Jenna.
newlyweds, Dean.
But
Why
yeah,
do
but
they
you
need
made
me
it a
around?
family. You brought it together as a family.
Well, it's over now.
Call them. I bet they're dying to make things up with you. Call them right now.
Even if they say they forgive me, I know the truth.
Jenna.
I can't, Dean. I can't do it.
Well, I'm not going to help you sneak back into your room through the terrace. That could be very dangerous.
Can I, stay the night here?
You serious?
Yeah, I need a place to stay.
You know, I understand.
Then it's okay?
You can spend the night. As long as you call Lucas and Felicia first.
No, I really need some time to think things over.
Jenna, Lucas, he already hates my guts.
No,
so...
he doesn't. Look, the last thing I want to do is get you into trouble, so...
No, come on. Trouble, Schmubble. It's my middle name.
And what is it?
It's just, you know, you staying here and with me and sleeping and not... It's a pretty tall order, right? I'm gonna go find you something to sleep in.
Okay, then, we'll do the briefing before we take off for the appearance.
I told the boys to be here at 6:30. The bus for the steel mill leaves at 7 a.m. sharp.
Perfect. That sounds like an event for my blue dress.
Nobody sees the Harrison for Senator button when you wear that dress. They're too busy checking your assets.
We have to do something to keep the boys on the swing shift awake during your speech.
You do that.
Just doing my job, boss.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm not convinced you're right about my love life, but no one around me tells me the truth like you do.
Think about what I said.
You have my word.
That better not be some kind of campaign promise either.
Scout's honor.
Okay. I really think the sooner you forget about Paulina, the better off you're going to be. See you in the morning.
I hope what I said made sense.
It made a lot of sense. And thank you. I know talking about something so personal isn't easy.
Well, I hope if what I said helps you with Jenna, then it was worth it. Let me know what happens, okay?
We will.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night, honey.
I'll see myself out. It's okay.
Ooh. You know what, Luke? Jenna's in a lot more pain than we even know.
I know. Okay, well, when she comes back, we'll talk it through.
I really have some work I've got to finish tonight.
Well, you might as well do it.
Okay, my notes are in the bedroom.
All right.
I won't be long.
It's okay.
I know.
Oh, maybe. Hello. It's for me. Yeah. Thanks for getting back so quick. Listen, does the Grapevine have any way of knowing how I can get a hold of Angus? I might have a job for him. Yeah. Okay, well, let me know, okay? Yeah, I'm good. You? Good. Okay, Thanks for calling.
What kind of job do you have for someone named Angus?
Nothing definite, just a job.
It's funny, I never heard his name mentioned at Brava.
Works freelance.
Sounds like he wears pointy shoes and uses brass knuckles.
Thought you had work to do.
You go to a mystery meeting and now you're on the phone with some wise guy?
I can handle this.
I don't want you buying trouble, Luke.
Fanny, you want to worry about something? Worry about Jenna. I certainly am.
Hey, is the T-shirt okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good.
You sure Frankie won't mind my
Oh,
buying?
no problem. No problem. Yeah.
You didn't call Felicia and Lucas while I was changing, did you?
Oh, yeah, I did. Hey, Felicia, Dean here. Listen, I'm all alone with your daughter, Jenna, and we're going to be spending the night together. Alone. Okay, I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye. No, I don't think so. I think I'd like to live to see my next birthday, thank you. All right. Everything's moving.
I'm really glad that I'm here.
I am, too.
But you have so many of your own problems right now.
Jenna, right now, I am here for you. Matter of fact, I will always be here for you. Okay? Now, let's get you to bed, young lady. Got you in the little guest bedroom I set up. A la Dean. There you go. There. Lie down. It's our very special blanket for very special people. All right.
This feels very nice.
Yeah. I'm not too good with bedtime stories and stuff.
Are you going to be in your room?
No, I'm gonna be right here.
Good, I'll feel safer.
I would never let anybody or anything ever hurt you. Ever. Okay? Now, get some sleep. All right. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night, Dean.
Okay. Good night, Jenna. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
But you're not sure exactly what they discussed?
Michael, Jamie, Jake, Cass, Sam, Lucas, Carl is the one thing they have in common.
Donna, saying and doing are two different things.
But if Carl finds out, and he will do something right back.
But until someone breaks the law, my hands are tied, Donna.
Right, and somebody's going to get hurt.
Donna, once you find out something specific, you let me know and I'll take care of it.
There she is. We're on the horizon there. Coming around that moored freighter. See her?
Are you sure that that's windswept?
That's windswept, all right. How long do you think before she makes port? Well, if the wind holds, 20 minutes tops.
Oh, wait, she's hoisting some sort of a light.
That's not a light. It's a fire.
Hey, Marley, I thought you weren't coming in today.
Here I am.
What happened? Your plans to get waterlogged with Jamie?
No, just changed.
Right. Oh, you like that? I think that's one of Sam's finest pieces.
It's a little sentimental for my tastes.
What is with you today?
Nothing.
What'd you get up on the wrong side of the bed?
Look, Dennis, just because I came in early to do a little work does not mean that I...
Marley, we need to talk.
Thank you
For what?
for letting me stay here. For being here. There's really nobody else that I could have trusted last night.
Jenna, I gotta tell you, do not do that to me again.
John, we can't keep this up. Then you go ahead. You take Frankie home. You heard what the guy from the Coast Guard said. The explosion and the fire were so intense, and windswept was so far out into the channel, they may not be able to find anybody. I'm not looking for a body, Cass. I'm looking for my wife. We don't even know if Charlene was on that boat.
Seriously, we just went through some debris that landed in here.
It's Charlene's. It's Charlene's. It's here. Her license, everything.
I wish I could tell you something better. We're still out there searching, but from everything washing in, they just don't think that anybody could have survived.
John, I think it's time we went home. No. No, what does this prove? We don't know that Curse was on board the boat any more than we know that Charlene was on the boat. It seems pretty clear. No, Cass. Look, all we know is that she was at the docks and she went down to Ruby's. For all we know, that purse could have been stolen. There's money in it. Doesn't make any difference. Even if she was aboard windswept when it blew up, she could have been blown overboard, swum ashore. She'd be lying out here, hurt somewhere. But my wife is not dead. Do not tell me this. My wife is not dead. I hope with all my heart that you're right. But even if you are, the Coast Guard is better equipped to find her. Now, come on, you're exhausted. I'm not going to leave, Cass. We're not leaving when there's a possibility that my wife is out here somewhere. If Frankie is in no shape to stay out here, then she hasn't slept, she's soaked, I'm going to take her home. You go. You do whatever you have to do, but I'm staying.
I was such a mess last night. I didn't even think about how I might have made you feel.
Oh, no. That's not... I wasn't talking about something like that. No, I wouldn't give you an ultimatum. It wasn't like that. If you want to know, the truth is that you weren't a mess at all. You were beautiful. You were so beautiful it was driving me crazy, kind of.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, no.
Okay, well, that's probably Felicia or Lucas, so just remember I'm not
here. Could be, and they're probably worried to
Dean,
death.
please,
Jenna.
you promise, please.
Okay. Hey, Dean Frame here. Hey, how you doing, Tawny? Business. Yeah. Oh. Now what? Bother me. Come on, bother me. Call me at home anytime you find. I'm always available to you. Sure. Oh, this is the thing, honey. See, there's no doubt that you are as hot as they come, right? You know, but the thing is, Essence is also hot in their own special way, if you will, you know? I mean, it's a chemistry thing, you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, look, if it's not in the mix, right, to hell with the numbers, no one's going to be happy. Am I wrong? Am I? Yeah. Well, hey, Tawny, you're the one who said that, just for the record. Yeah. Well, what we got to do is, you know, we got to take what we've got here, and what I've got, and we got to make it magic. Right? I bet we would. Sure. Well, I don't know. Look, I'll call you back. I'll get back to you on that little thing we were talking about. Okay. Okay. Bye. Ace Records. Yeah. Oh, so what were we talking about?
You know what? I just noticed the time, and I've really got to run.
Why? Where are you going?
Well, I promised Olivia that I'd take her to therapy at the hospital, so I've got to get going.
Why, are you upset about anything?
I just don't want her to be late.
It's a phone call, right? Did the phone call get you upset? Did it?
Yeah, it bothered me a little. I guess it reminds me of, Lorna. Never mind.
No, Jan, just do me a favor. Look right in front of you, okay? What do you see? Who do you see? Who do you see?
I don't know. Sometimes I see a guy who's really sweet, who I know, and then I see someone else.
No, well, come on. That's Dean Showbiz Frame right there. That's who that woman called. That's who she wanted to talk to, not to me. And all those letters, they're for the same guy. That's not me.
And you know how to keep him straight?
Sure I do. As long as I know the real you and you know the real me and we trust each other. Right?
Yeah. I really have to go.
Well, listen to me. Wait just a second, please. We're going to keep talking some more, okay? As soon as you're done with the Olivia thing, just promise me you're going to come right back, all right? Please? Please? Okay.
Dennis, did you say you wanted to hang this on the
Marla,
wall
could you
frame?
please put those down and we can grab
Jamie,
a cup of
I'm
coffee?
sorry, but we are very busy.
Could you give me a minute, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll be back.
Thank you. Marla, I didn't sleep at all last night. You told me I put everything ahead of you, but here I am, and you won't talk to me.
We talked yesterday, remember? Or I should say, you accused and I defended. Because you had already passed judgment on me for taking control of my own body.
What you did was against the law. Honey, you obtained that medication by forging my name. What? Do you expect me to just ignore that?
Yes!
But that medication was hurting you. Don't you realize that that's probably what's making this happen?
Making what happen?
This, you! Behaving like you're someone I don't even know anymore.
And obviously someone you can't even love.
Do you really want to postpone the wedding?
Yes.
Marley, please. We could just go outside. We'll go for a drive or a walk, and we'll talk.
Jamie,
I just want to be
Jamie,
alone.
read my lips, okay? I don't want to.
Okay. Yeah, see you then. Bye. Jamie, wait. Let her go. It's not worth it.
Now you're going to get a big payment. But it's just not going to be for a couple more weeks. Then why don't I just come down to the hospital and open a vein for it, all right?
Excuse me.
Hey, you think I could get a little advance
Advance what?
on our pending cash settlement?
Jake, you're making a living. Just because you had to pay off your guilt to the Rape Crisis Center doesn't mean I have to give you more
That
money.
was an advance from Matt. I don't get any more money until this record deal is finalized.
Sorry.
Don't feel sorry for me. Don't pity me. Pity the guy that sold me that ring or the hospital that you put me in. They're the ones that are getting a little real.
I never asked for a ring. Why don't you just give it back to them, okay?
What do you think the family will say?
I care.
Yeah, I think you do.
You're not getting your money until we get our divorce and I get my life back. Not a minute before.
I'm sorry. Wait. What's wrong, Grant?
Come on. Keep your paws off me, okay?
You sure could confuse a guy the way you blow hot and cold.
Maybe you haven't been paying attention, Jake. I have been very clear about how I feel about you.
Today. Because, you know, I could swear there was a little bit more going on when you were playing Florence Nightingale the other night.
I'm a nice person, Jake. I'd help a wounded dog if I heard one yelping.
After everything Marley and I went through to get to this point.
Don't tell me you guys had a fight and then she went off and put off the wedding, right?
Right.
And now she's not talking.
You got it.
Jamie, doesn't all this have some sort of sense of deja vu to you?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Blaine, Cecile. You know, you've had a habit of, like, falling at women's feet, laying everything there, including your heart, and then you're surprised that you get stepped on.
And you just knock them around, right? Keep them in line.
No, I draw the line. That's all.
You've changed, Dennis.
Well, maybe I have, Jamie.
When did you get this cynical? What happened?
Paige Marshall Wheeler. My beloved ex-wife.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and I intend to keep it that way, Jamie.
I feel sorry for you.
Why? You're the one that's miserable. Why go on making yourself such a wreck when Marley's this restless?
Restless?
She is, isn't she?
Restless women aren't generally desperate to become mothers.
Okay, well, maybe that's not what she's desperate about.
Dennis, Marley wants a baby so badly she is willing to risk her health and her emotional stability to have one.
Okay, maybe she doesn't even know what she wants. Maybe she's just doing this because she thinks that's what you want.
What did you do? Train as a therapist while you were gone? On your days off from the racetrack?
Marley told you that I took her for a little spin at the track
Yes,
the other
of course
day?
she did, and she loved it. Which is another indication that those fertility pills are affecting her personality.
Or maybe it's an indication that you don't know her as well as you think you do.
Where in the hell do you come off saying something like that to me?
Because I saw her face the other day when we were finished. She loved it. She was excited. She was exhilarated. She had a good time.
Okay. Maybe I don't know all there is to know about her. But couples are supposed to grow together. Intimacy takes time and caring, talking things through together.
Okay, only the lady doesn't want to talk, right?
Thanks so much for your help, Dennis.
Jamie, I know you're mad right now, but real friends tell it like they see it.
Oh, I think you've told me enough.
Jamie, love is nothing but trouble, Jamie. It's nothing but trouble.
Well, thanks for bringing me over to the Chamber of Horrors.
Oh.
I guess the head torturer isn't here yet.
Hey, I know it's tough, but it's worth it.
All I know is that it hurts, and I hate it.
Well, if you think about the idea of being able to dance again as long as you work hard here...
Well, if I knew that... Anyway, how's your dancing going?
I haven't really done any since the video. Classes started, and my Corey internship, and some other stuff.
You don't want to let yourself get out of shape, trust me.
Yeah, you know, there's this guy that I met at a photo shoot, and he's been calling and asking me to come and dance at this place that he owns.
Well, no kidding. Where is it?
Yeah, the Tuxedo Club.
Sounds classy.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not ready. I don't seem to be ready for anything right now.
Is something going on? How's Dean?
We've been seeing a lot of each other lately.
So I guess that means you're not so afraid of him anymore.
Honestly, I don't know what I'm afraid of. Not Dean. He's been really sweet, and I feel really close to him. Maybe I'm afraid of getting closer.
As in making love?
Yeah, I mean, a part of me just won't let go.
Well, then, Jenna, I think you should listen to that part.
Yeah, but what does it mean? Am I frigid or something?
No, I don't think so, not from what you tell me.
Well, then what's wrong with me?
Nothing's wrong with you. I mean, you're still young. And I don't mean to come on sounding like Miss Woman of the World here or anything, but I think that the biggest thing about making love is
allowing yourself to let go and really merge with another person, not just physically. And you just can't force that kind of thing.
Yeah. You know, this might sound awful, but sometimes I just wish I could just get it over with. You know?
I remember that feeling awfully well. You were so sick and tired of your own virginity that you just want to scream.
Do you?
Do you what?
Scream. I mean, is that part of the deal? You see, I'm revoltingly ignorant.
Oh, so what?
So how's that going to be for him?
Oh, probably wonderful. Jenna, he loves you.
I know, but what if I don't know what to do? I mean, Dean's been around a lot, Olivia, and there are women constantly throwing themselves at him.
But being around the block a few times and making love with someone that you really care for are totally different things.
To guys?
Yes. Well, at least to any guy you or I would want to be with.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot, Olivia.
I guess making love for the first time must be like being born or dying. No one can do it for you.
Yeah. I guess it's just different for everyone.
The main thing to do is just make sure you're with somebody that you trust.
Frankie, yeah, it's me. I hate to bug you again, but I just was checking if you got any clues about Charlene or anything, okay? And if you need any legwork done at all, don't forget about me. I'm completely available anytime you need me, so just call me at home. Bye.
Jenna didn't come home last night. Is she here?
Hey.
I need to speak to Rachel.
Wow. She's not here. She's in Chicago.
She is?
Help you with that? Yeah. Yeah, she went to go have her eyes checked. Didn't Jamie tell you?
No, he didn't. I've been a little bit out of it the last couple of days, so... All right, well, it's no big deal. I'll just come back when...
There's something I can help you out with?
No. I needed to talk to her about some wedding plans, that's
Something
all.
wrong?
No. I'm fine. Anyway, I do need to get back to the gallery. Jake! God, are you all right? Are you all right?
Yeah, it's no big deal. So, how is it working with Iris' son?
Dennis, it's fine. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a funny combination, you two. I mean, when I first heard about it, I thought this would never work, but you have proved me wrong again.
What makes you think that?
You guys are just opposites.
What, you mean I'm the opposite of fun?
No, you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you
He's
mean.
More principled than him, I guess.
I think you mean uptight.
No, I was just going to say that you're a little more above boards. I mean, from what I hear of Dennis, he's always been a gambler. I guess now he only gambles on art, huh?
Art, fast cars, expensive toys. I mean, he can afford it. So, I mean, what is the big deal?
Marley. Hey, Jamie, you just missed your intended. If I didn't know better, I would swear she heard your voice and left.
I tried to get her to call you and Felicia. I did, but she didn't want to do it. She was upset.
Oh, I bet you tried.
No, Lucas, you should have seen her face when she came over here last night, all right? She was miserable. She was upset. As a matter of fact, she came from your house.
What are you talking
You
about?
know what I'm talking
I'm really
about.
sorry about the way I got
Jenna.
You're right. Lucas.
You scared us to death. What? How could you have done this
You
to
called
us?
him, didn't you?
Listen, I need an answer from you. How could you have spent the night here? You're not that kind of a girl.
What kind of a girl's that, Lucas? A bad girl, right?
don't.
A real sleaze,
Hey,
right?
I said no such thing.
Yeah, but that's what you think. I heard you and Felicia. You're sorry that you adopted me because I was supposed to replace your real daughter, but I'm not good enough, am I?
Okay. First thing we have to do is get you dry and warmed up. Here, I'll take that for you. Oh, look. There's already a fire laid in the fireplace.
Charlene always has a fire late. I guess we'd better call John's mom and check on the baby.
That was one of the phone calls that I made from the dock. Gregory's fine.
He's not going to understand. He's just going to know that his mama is missing. Someday he's not going to even know who it is he's missing anymore. He's just going to feel it. His whole life.
I wish I could give you some hope.
You know, it's really weird, but it was just the day before yesterday. Charlene and I were out on the porch, and she made me promise that if anything happened to her, I would take care of John and Gregory.
And I know you will.
But it's as if she knew this was happening. Charlene! Are you talking to me?
Jenny, you totally misunderstood what was said.
Oh, yeah, right.
Honey, Felicia and I love you like our own.
How can you? I'm a complete stranger to you. For all you know, I could be Jack the Ripper's daughter.
Honey, we don't need to know any more about your background.
Yeah,
We
well,
already
I do.
We love you for who you are, for what you are. Okay, you shouldn't have worried us like that, but that doesn't mean we think you're bad.
What, and I'm just supposed to believe that? Well, forget about it, all right? Because I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody.
Jenna, wait. First, listen.
It's okay,
Listen,
Dean.
no, I didn't
It's all
say
right.
anything to
I
him, all
asked
right?
too much of
No, you don't.
all right?
You don't ask
Yes, I did. I've been waiting for you or for Matt or for my so-called parents to show me who I am. But you know what? Nobody's going to do that for me but me.
Jenna. Well, are you happy? You could have at least told her, man. Now she thinks I rat on her. You know, you barge in here, Lucas. You treat her like a 14-year-old. Now she takes off. Are you happy?
Well, you know, you didn't even have the decency to call us. You knew what we were going through. You couldn't have called.
Look, I don't really care what you think about me, okay? But I do care what she thinks about me. And now she thinks the whole world is lying to her.
Where could she have gone?
I don't know. I'll find out for myself.
Therapy room, David Campbell.
Yeah, I need to speak to Olivia Matthews, please. It's very important.
So is her therapy, and she's not here for that either.
She's not?
Sorry. As of now, she's 20 minutes late.
Great. Thanks.
So where's this ballerina I've been hearing about? Did you scare her off already?
Mrs. Matthews lacks motivation.
Oh, isn't that your job?
Yeah, once I get my hands on her. But I step out for 5 minutes, she tells the nurse she's gone for coffee.
Just remember, the harder they are to land, the hotter they are to handle.
You know, Byron, your life is one endless pursuit.
Well, lucky for me, I don't have to keep my professional distance.
Ah, so that's why you hang out down here all the time.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just picking up a few pointers, watching you. Reel them in and toss them back.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to be the case this time around.
No? What happened to that fabled charm of yours?
What charm?
You didn't really do her justice, Dave.
Why don't I just mosey on home? I'm sure you boys will have much more fun here with the locker room talk if I'm not here, right?
Okay, Matthews. I cost you 5 minutes, you cost me 20. We'll call it even and let's get down to work.
Well, I guess I'll be moving on. Maybe you'd like to have that coffee with me next time.
Oh, I don't think you'd be very interested. I'm practically crippled.
That wouldn't be a problem. But your attitude might be.
What was Marley doing here?
Beats me. She came to see Rachel.
Did she say why, Jake?
Yes, she mentioned something about your wedding. Jeez, Jamie, you're marrying her. You didn't even tell her that Rachel was going to go have her eyes checked. Don't you guys talk?
That's none of your business.
Jake, why don't you go ask Helen to make us a pot of coffee? I'm cold.
You're right. It is pretty chilly around here.
Jamie. Jamie? Jamie? Jamie, what are you doing?
I really don't want to discuss it, Paulina.
Look, I know there's some tension between you and Marley, but I feel responsible.
You're not. Believe me.
Look, I know she's furious with me because I told you about the prescription pad. I just didn't know what else to do.
You did the right thing.
I'm worried about her, Jamie.
You should be, but please, I'm very grateful.
Do you think that the fertility pills that she's on, is that what's affecting her behavior?
It's possible, but I'm really tired of speculating
No,
about
wait a minute. Why don't you just stop? Stop. You're upset. Let's sit down. Let's just talk about
I've talked all I want to talk about it. Thank you. Could you open the door for me, please?
Fine. All right.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Well, ain't this cozy? A brand new bride and some tight black stirrup pants.
No, thanks. I'm edgy enough, please.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh. Do you have to set up shop in the living room, Jake? Jeez.
My life is my work.
Yeah.
I do believe that Master Jamie has his undie in a bundy.
Look, maybe he's tired of tripping all over you.
No, something is going on. Or not going on, as the case may be. Marley shook up. Jamie's a little surlier than usual. I don't think everything's lovely in Loveland.
Yeah, you'd just love that, wouldn't you? What the hell is that doing in there? Get rid of it, Jake.
I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Why, to torture me some more? Isn't it bad enough that I have to wake up to you? I can't do this anymore, Jake. I can't go through this anymore.
I have a good reason for keeping the gun. And it has nothing to do with you. Okay?
This is all wrong. I'm thinking about this much too negatively.
I don't know if positive thinking is going to help this time.
But I'm not even thinking like a decent detective. I'm processing from the outside in.
How do you mean?
We're letting the evidence bring us all to the obvious conclusion that Charlene is dead, right? Instead of thinking outwardly to other possibilities.
I'm afraid...
So am I, Cass, but if there is the slimmest chance that Charlene has survived, then we have got to pursue it. For John's sake, and for mine.
Don't you think she would have made some kind of contact with John by now? She'd never allow him to suffer like this.
If she knew what was going on.
You thinking Charlie?
I haven't wanted to accept that possibility, but we can't rule it out either.
What you said about Charlene having an idea that something was coming, it gave me pause.
What do you mean?
Do you think that she could have been sensing that Charlie was on her way back to reemerging?
You see, the thing is, Charlene was so familiar with all of those symptoms, with the lapses of memory, with things being out of place.
But didn't you say she was worried about a door being unlocked?
Yeah, which just made her believe that Taylor was lurking somewhere, which I have to tell you, Cass, doesn't strike me as too paranoid, not with Windswept turning up suddenly like that.
We'll never know if Taylor was on that boat either.
What if neither of them was?
I know what you're doing. But thinking in circles is not going to help you or John. And it won't bring her back.
I know that, Cass, but if Charlene is... We have really got to know why and how, or we are never going to be able to put this thing to rest.
We may never have those answers.
If you were to trace all of Charlene's activities over the past few days, they all lead back to her belief that Taylor was on her way back, lurking about. So, I mean, she even took John on this beautiful romantic picnic, and all she could talk about was how precious their time together was. Those are the pictures that they took that day.
I could take those to be developed if you want.
Oh, God, I almost hate to. It will hurt so much to show them to John. I don't want to answer it.
Hudson residence.
I can't believe I said something so stupid and cruel.
Who doesn't put their foot in it once in a while?
I didn't know he was handicapped. He looked so regular.
It's because he is, except for that. Look, don't worry about Byron. That man is as arrogant as you are. I'm sure it slid right off his back.
What's his story, anyway?
He was on his way to college with an athletic scholarship when a drunk hit his car, totaled it, almost totaled him. He was in a hospital bed for months, flat out, and he couldn't move from the chest down.
Months? I could hardly handle the few weeks that
A lot of people thought that he'd be flattened for life. But that guy has a lot of guts. More than most. All right. I want you to start with the right leg. 30 raises, slowly. Keep the foot parallel to the knee.
30.
Think about Byron. Come on, you do the counting.
All right, okay. Ow. 1.
Hey, I need to talk to Olivia for a second.
This isn't a health club,
I
fella.
know, I'm sorry, man. It'll only take a second. I swear it's urgent. It's really...
Right.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
What's the matter with you? You look awful.
Thanks. It's Jenna. She's really upset with Lucas and Felicia, and then we had a fight, and she thought that well, that doesn't matter. And she took off. I don't know where she went, and the kind of state of mind she's in, I don't know what she's going to pull. You saw her, didn't you?
Oh, sure. She brought me over here.
Well, did she say anything? I mean, anything at all that could give me a clue as to where she went? Come on, think.
I don't think so,
Anything.
Dean. I'm really sorry. I wish I could help.
Man, all right. Thanks. I feel better. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Thanks. Sorry for barging in, all right?
I hope you find whoever she is.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, lady, time's wasting. Let's go. 30.
Dean.
What?
She did mention some club that she had been offered a job
Club?
in. The Tuxedo Club.
The Tuxedo Club. The Tuxedo Club. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay.
Excuse me, is Mr. J. Danner here?
That depends on who's asking. Hey,
Hi.
finally, my pretty little video dancer. I've just about given up on you.
Well, here I am.
So,
this is your place.
yeah, 33%.
Wow.
I'm sorry, what are you drinking? You're not working this time, are you?
No, I'm not.
And the sun is definitely over the yardarm. Like, not that you could tell. It always seems like midnight in this place. What'll it be?
I don't...
Come on, let me buy you a drink.
A screwdriver.
Great. Let me have a screwdriver for the lady here. Anytime, day or night, there's always a party going on here.
Oh, yeah?
You, do like to party, don't you?
Yeah, everybody likes to party, right?
don't you get the picture? There is not enough time. Yes, I'm a lawyer, but that doesn't mean I always play by the book. I'm ready to do whatever has to be done, all right?
So what was that all about?
Not about Charlene.
Obviously. It was about Carl, wasn't it?
Why would you think that?
I'm psychic, remember?
Sometimes that translates to jumping to conclusions.
Which are often correct. Remember where dealing with Carl landed me?
That wasn't supposed to be you. That explosion was meant for Kathleen.
Which just proves how dangerous it is to be anywhere near the guy.
Well, there's no way this is going on forever anyway.
I know that because Ryan and the DC boys are going to take care of it. But that's not what you meant, is it?
I think we're both too tired to play games, Frankie.
I'm not playing games, Cass. I am deadly serious. Would you look at me? Please. Please don't get into anything with Carl, because if anything were to happen to you, Cass...
I'm glad to know you care.
John? We're going to be okay. I promise you, we're going to be okay.
Hey, I'm Jake McKinnon.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you know that?
Because I crashed your wedding reception. I saw you, but we never got a chance to meet.
I thought I was losing it there for a minute. I heard a lot about you.
Yeah, likewise.
I bet. Don't listen to everything you've heard, though.
So, what can I do for you, Jake?
Well, I've been meaning to drop by, see what you've done with the place, see what's up, such as that.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Are you into art?
One kind or another. I actually don't know that much about it.
Oh, yeah, but don't tell me you know what you like, right?
Yeah. I was actually going to tell you there's a couple of women here who I really like. Hey, did you meet Caroline?
No, actually, I didn't get a chance to. Our lawyers handled that whole thing, but I saw photographs and clippings, man. She's pretty hot.
She's a work of art herself. A lot of fun, too.
Yeah, it's too bad she left town.
Mm. Mm-hmm. You know something? If you're looking for some companionship, I'd be glad to make an intro or two.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't have that much trouble finding company.
No, I guess you wouldn't. So is Marley here?
No. She was here, but she left a little while ago.
How's it going? Working with Marley, that is.
Why do you ask?
Well, Marley was my wife, and I still care about her, I guess.
Really? That's funny, because I have an ex-wife, too, and, I don't care if she walks off a cliff somewhere.
Well, everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, Dennis, I'm a little worried about her. I mean, everything was going really well for her and Jamie, and now they seem to be running into problems.
Yeah, well, people in love, they have problems.
I just hate to see it mess up before they get married.
Yeah, it's better now than afterward, don't you think?
Well, you sound like you don't think that they're made for each other.
Well, I don't know Marley too well, but she sounds like the Swan syndrome to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, calm and serene on the top, but pedaling like crazy.
Have you had lunch?
No, not yet.
Hey, can I buy you a beer and a burger by way of a welcome?
Who is it? Jamie, look, I don't want to get in another argument with you, honey.
Because I didn't come to talk.
Why did you come all the way over here?
Marley, you've been very clear about how you feel. I think it's time I was too. I agree with you. We should postpone the wedding. Permanently.
What do you think? Would you like to do that?
That's the kind of dancing that you meant?
Yeah, why not? Look, I've seen the way you move. You'd be incredible. All you need to do is just loosen up a little bit. Come on. Let's see what you can do.
You got ID, buddy?
What?
This is a private club. We don't want any trouble.
Come on. Show us some of that fire the camera picked up on. You let go just a little bit, and I promise you, you'll see a whole new world. Come on.
Off, just like you wanted.
No, I never said I didn't want to marry you.
You said you wanted to postpone.
Okay, look, if this is your idea of playing hardball, Jamie, I'm not getting involved.
Oh, that would be typical.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I'm tired of doing all the work, Marley.
I don't know why you're acting like this.
You mean why would I take a stand instead of being Mr. Nice Guy as usual? Because I'm sick of this.
Look, Jamie, I don't even know what you're talking about here.
No, of course not. You're too wound up in yourself to see what this obsession of yours about having a baby is even doing to us. So instead of just dragging this out and hurting each other...
Dragging it out?
If it's over, let's just get on with it, okay? I've had it.
Jamie! Jamie! Wait!
Michael should have called another meeting by now. We don't have much time to take care of Carl. No. She would have told me if he tried anything else. But how long do you think it'll be before he does? I'm not going to wait for the consensus of the group if it means putting Amanda... What do I mean? I mean I'll do it myself if that's what it comes to.
Sam, what's going on?
Good morning. How are you?
Quite well, thank you.
Anything in mind, or are you just browsing?
Well, I do have something in mind, actually, and I shall need assistance.
Ask me anything. About costumes, that is.
Well, I need more than a costume, my friend. I need a persona.
Jamie, wait. Would you at least please come inside so we could talk about this?
What's left to say?
I'm not going to let you just walk out of my life like this. Would you please come inside and sit down? Would you sit
No,
down?
I'll stand.
Well, are you going to talk to me?
I
or are
think
you
that's
just
what
gonna...
I've been trying to do for the last couple of days.
All right, look, I know
Marley,
that
I
was wrong
went to
and-
the art gallery to talk to you, but you ran off. Then I went home and you were there, but you bolted out as soon as I tried to say a word. Now, if you were me, wouldn't you think that you had nothing to say to me?
I was wrong. What is happening to us?
It's pretty obvious. We're coming apart.
You have got to know that is not what I want to happen.
I am not sure what you want
All right,
anymore.
look, this isn't good for either of us.
I know. That's why I was leaving.
Just what? I don't know how to do this with you.
Do what?
Fight with you, Jamie. We never fight.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
It's ridiculous.
Is it?
What? So I'm supposed to aspire to screaming matches with my future husband?
Look, I am tired of keeping everything inside, Marley. How's that?
Is that what you've been doing? Have you been keeping things inside of you?
You and I never even raise our voices to each other. There's no conflict, no give and take. We're just these two seemingly perfect people having a seemingly perfect relationship, planning a seemingly perfect wedding. I mean, we should be on top of the damn cake, not planning a life together.
I don't think I want to hear any more of this.
Well, it hurts, doesn't it?
Is that what you want to do? You want to hurt me?
What I want to do is scream at the top of my lungs at you. At that damn clinic at Switzerland, at fate! For not letting you have the one thing that you seem to need to move on. That's what I want.
Great.
I need you, Marley. But you won't let me go anywhere near you. You're not good enough to conceive my baby, so how could you be good enough to be with me? Is that what you're thinking?
Right, stop it!
I don't want to stop, but I want to talk about this.
I don't!
Then why did you call me back in here? Are you afraid that I wouldn't understand what you're going through, that a man can't?
No!
Are you sure about that?
Yes!
Then let's talk about it. Let's not couch it in code.
What do you want?
I want you to say it. I can't have a baby. I can't be the mother to a baby. Just say it.
No!
Why? Don't you think that I can understand what you're going through?
I am doing the best I can. I mean, what more do you want from me?
It's not the best, Marley. We both know that. Look at me, please. Would you look at me, damn it? If you and I are going to make it, then we have to be able to talk about everything, and that includes the fact that you may not be able to get pregnant. Now, if you can't do that, then you and I have nowhere to go from here. If you're going to just count me out of this, not include me, then we have no future.
I cannot explain to you how empty I feel inside.
Not even to me.
No. Not even to you.
Are you really going to just stand there and tell me that you are willing to throw away her love for something that doesn't even matter to me? I guess I was wrong then.
About what?
I thought you loved me as much as I love you. There are some other presents in the car. I'll go bring them in.
Oh, thanks for coming.
I was very surprised to hear from you.
Why?
Well, I didn't think that you needed me for anything.
I need you. I need advice.
As long as it's business related, Matt.
It is. It is, I promise.
Then shoot.
I decided to sign with Ace Records. What do you think?
They're a great company. They got lots of big names. Personal attention, they've got everything, and I think you've made an excellent choice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks.
welcome. Is there anything else?
Yeah, they faxed over a copy of the contracts I need you to co-sign.
You sure you want me involved in this?
Yeah, you're a silent partner. You have a financial investment in my company. I couldn't have made this deal without you.
Let me see them.
There you go.
No, I'm not signing this.
What? What's wrong?
Well, Matt, this contract needs major adjustments.
What adjustments? What?
Do you trust me?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Okay, first, there's the out clause.
What out clause?
Exactly.
Hmm.
There. Good?
Great. Keep going.
Okay, next, the exclusivity clause is just way, way too restrictive. But then, you could relate to that, couldn't you? Don't worry, Matt, this is going to be the best deal anybody's ever put together. You can count on me.
Come on, you heard it. Come on, for it, sweetheart. But wait, come on, take it easy. Hey, Dora, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing, pal? Who do you think you are?
I'm her boyfriend, all right? Do you mind?
Yeah, and I think I'm her daddy.
Oh,
Looks to me like you're outnumbered, boyfriend.
Yeah, okay, I'm outnumbered. That's great, man. But I'll tell you something, all right? What? She's a minor. You serve her alcohol in this place? I'll just shut down by midnight. Just get out of my face.
Oh, really?
Just get out of my face. Thank you.
Number one rule, Jenna. Never tell your boyfriend where you're going if you don't want to be found.
Thanks, bud.
Hey.
Need anything? Come on, just a little path out of this toilet. Thank you, Jake.
Dennis, man, why don't you guys step aside for a step aside?
Nicely done, boys.
Bunch of nice folks here. Real nice folks. You know something? Why don't you buy me and my friend a drink since we did you such a big favor?
Sure.
Okay, 2 more. 1, 2, 3.
What happened to 2?
I lied. 3, 4, 5. Good, and 6. Okay. Time's up.
It is?
Yep.
I thought we were supposed to have an hour.
We were, but you were late.
So were you. Boy, there's just no leeway with you, is there?
Depends.
Fine, I'm not going to complain. I've had enough torture for one lifetime.
How did you do it?
Do what, get hurt?
No, I know how you did that. You were careless. I mean, how did you ever have a career?
What are you talking about?
Well, I thought dancers were supposed to be disciplined. That's not you.
You don't know anything about me.
Well, I know what I see.
For your information, David, I was completely dedicated to my career. I worked my butt off in New York, Chicago, and some of the best schools in Europe.
And then your love life got in the way,
I
huh?
got hurt, okay?
And now you'll never, ever be the same.
Thank you for reducing me to a cliche.
Well, I think you did that to yourself.
I can feel it. My body doesn't move the way it used to. Nothing feels the same.
Did it ever occur to you that with my help, you might get better?
Frankly, no.
It's too bad.
How did you ever get your job, anyway?
I earned it.
Do you motivate all your recruits with insults and intimidation?
You know, why don't you stop being so defensive and just do the exercises?
I am.
No, you're not. You're going through all the motions and whispering your "I'll never dance again" mantra. I find it pretty aggravating.
Tough. I have better things to do than try to make you happy.
Oh, no. No, you don't.
Great. Now you're going to challenge me?
That's
Is that
right.
it?
I've got nothing else to lose.
Neither do I.
Oh, see, baby, that is where you were so wrong.
Just wait and see.
See what?
It hurts my back even to hold on to these
Are
things.
you going to at least try
I'm
this?
going to try, you jackass.
Okay. That's it. All right, now let's do 10 of these. Come on, Olivia. It's all in what you believe. Look, so much of this rehabilitation is just emotional. The physical stuff just falls into place if your head is where it should be.
Oh.
Don't stop, Olivia. Go with the pain. Lift through it. Come on, think about your arms like 2 oars in the water.
10.
That's it. All right, now 2 more. I swear to you. I will never make you do anything that will damage you, okay? 1, 2. That is so good. All right. Now tomorrow, maybe you show up on time. We'll get some real work done.
You know, you just love this, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
You really talk a good game, too. Work through the pain, Olivia. As if you knew what that meant.
What makes you think I don't?
Because you would never be such an ogre if you had gone through this yourself.
Whatever you say.
I wish you knew how hard this was for me. I wish that just for 1 minute you knew this kind of pain.
You were talking to somebody about Carl, weren't you?
Why would I do that?
Sam, please don't play games.
Amanda, there's nothing to worry about, all right?
I am worried. You went off on this mystery appointment. You never told me anything about
I told you about it. It was a meeting. It's boring.
it. Then why do you look like this?
Like what?
Sam, come on, please. I thought we agreed we weren't going to have any more secrets.
Okay. Michael and a few others of us are trying to figure out a way to deal with Carl.
How do you mean, deal with him?
Well, he beat the rap in court. We just want to make sure he doesn't plan any more surprises.
How are you going to do that?
We don't know yet.
Sam, please don't get involved in this. Carl is not going to hurt me.
How do you know that, Amanda?
I just know.
Jake found your pictures all over the guy's apartment.
He explained that.
Carl did?
He's trying to do some sort of public relations thing. My interview with him is all part of... What?
You met with him again, Amanda?
He showed up at my office.
When?
Last night while you were out.
The security guards were not supposed to let him near you.
There was a guard by his side the whole time.
I don't believe that you can trust him like this, Amanda.
Sam, calm down. You're going to have a stroke.
You are going to give me a stroke.
Look, I know that Carl is dangerous. I'll even admit that he has some sort of thing for me.
And you wonder why I'm worried?
But I also know that he knows that he beat a long prison term by the skin of his teeth. He has no intention of coming that close to being in prison again.
Oh, you know that, do you?
Yes. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for Carl.
Well, neither am I. That's why I'm going to take care of him.
Sam, promise me that you're not going to do anything stupid and macho.
Amanda, if he comes anywhere near you again,
He won't. He knows where I stand.
Oh, that just warms the cockles of my heart. Don't try to change the subject, all right?
Don't you want to know why I'm here?
You mean it's not to drive me crazy?
Of course it is. You can make your bed again today.
Oh, I was getting to that.
Want some help?
I know. You're so subtle. I can make the bed myself, actually, but you could help me with something else.
Mm-hmm. We used to fool around in the daytime all the time.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Don't recall.
Lie.
What's the matter?
It's not my color.
Now, what about this? It's our most popular item for the Halloween season.
No, I don't think so. Listen, why don't you look after your other customers? I'll browse around.
Okay, holler if you need me. Hello there. How can I help you?
Oh, we're just looking for now.
Well, I'll be in the back when you're ready. Ah, that'll be the phone. Hello, fancy schmancy.
Oh, I don't believe I let you talk me into this.
Neither do I, but the office party can be quite good fun sometimes.
I hated Halloween as a kid, Iris.
And that would have been just last year.
Putting on a mask can be, well, I enjoy it. It can be different. It can make you feel very uninhibited.
You know all about that, don't you, dear?
Well, I'm all for uninhibiting myself.
I knew that about you.
So, have you and your son seen anything that you like?
I'll say she has.
I'm not her son.
Whoops. Sorry. Now, I have got a private collection in the back. They're my pricier items, and I'm always willing to do a good deal.
We don't need a deal, thank you. But we'd like to look anyway.
Absolutely. Follow me. Just through there. Oh. Okay, hang on a sec. There's a great rack there with a marvelous push-up Victorian thing for you, and a Robin Hoodie thing for your fella right next door to it. The dressing room's unlocked. Help yourselves. So, anything jump out at you?
Well, as I say, the mask, the persona of the costume is what's most important.
Okay, what about this?
Oh, don't think so.
Okay. What about this?
Aha, yeah, possibly. You know, it's imperative that my costume be just right. It has to be the right marriage. Well, with the costume that my partner will be wearing.
Okay, what is she going to wear?
That's where I'm going to count on you. Now, do you by any chance know what Amanda Corey will be wearing to the Bravo party?
Take this. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Blow your nose.
I will.
Blow it right now.
Why? Why are you
Because your
doing
head
it?
is all clouded up from whatever you were drinking, okay? Maybe a good honk will clear it right out. Blow your nose. Good. Good. Now, what were you drinking? Huh?
Screwdriver.
Screwdrivers. Oh.
Okay, you
Is
don't
that
have to
yummy?
rub it in, Dean.
Well, why did you come here, Jenna? Why did you come to a place like this?
Because I had to go somewhere. I was mad at you for calling Lucas.
I didn't call Lucas. I swear, he put two and two together by himself.
How did you find out that I was here anyway?
I was looking all over the place for you, Jenna. Olivia gave me some clue that you might be down at this dive.
I didn't know that it was going to be like that.
Oh, really? What did you think it would be like?
I don't know, easier.
I'm sorry, you lost me.
I wanted to get it over with, okay? I figured that if I was with somebody that I didn't know or care about, that it would make it easier, right?
Wait a second. Are you telling me that you came down to a place like this to jump in bed with some guy you don't even know?
No. Well,
Oh, no.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, Jenna.
What? Oh, Jenna.
Nothing. The guys in the place, they're disgusting. You could have gotten yourself in a lot of trouble. Do you know that?
Well, I can't do anything right, can I?
Don't say that. I'm not saying.
True. Wanted to make love to you, and I chickened out. And I wanted to feel less inhibited, so I came here. And I wanted to have a few drinks and dance a little bit. And what happened? Everything just got totally out of hand.
Can I ask you something? Why do you always feel like you have to prove something to yourself all the time?
Because I don't know who I am, and I don't know what I want or how to let go,
Oh, you
okay?
think you come to a place like this and find it? Come on.
Well, I guess I was wrong, all right? That's why I said that I can't do anything right. And I feel like a stupid little girl right now, all right? And if I have to feel this way for another minute, I'm gonna go crazy.
So let me ask you a question. If that thing with Dean and Jenna would have come to blows, how do you think we would have done it?
We would have hammered him.
Hammered him, huh?
Yeah.
You got a pretty mean swagger, my friend.
What are you talking about?
Back where I'm from, in Lassiter.
Where's that?
Hell.
Ah, gotcha. So what about it?
Back in Lassiter, we used to have an expression. That guy is who he thinks he is.
Wait, are you calling me arrogant, James?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It hasn't hurt me yet, man.
Women hate it.
No, wait a minute. They hate that in the husband. They love it in the guy.
But have you ever gone the marriage route?
Once.
No go, huh?
No, that was a big mistake.
Yeah, I used to
Never
think,
do that
think
again.
the same thing.
Oh, yeah? What, until you met Paulina?
Oh, Paulina, she brought a lot of, Paulina brought a lot of stuff to the marriage.
Okay.
Something tells me you're not too thrilled with Jamie marrying my ex-wife.
I'm not. No offense.
None taken. None taken. What, is there something wrong with Marley?
No, what's not to like? I mean, she's rich, she's smart, she's good looking. So I think Jamie's just trying a little too hard to be a husband. He's not very good at it.
You think so, huh?
Yeah. I mean, look at his track record. I mean, you think the guy would have learned after the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that.
I think that's the girl that was dancing earlier.
I think it is. Look at her now, man.
Yeah.
I bet you she's a stockbroker on her lunch break.
That'd be a kick in the...
That would. I'm gonna go find out.
Right. You're not gonna go hit on her, are you?
Yeah, of course I am.
Something tells me she doesn't date many people from the office, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna find out. Order me another beer, Jake.
You got it. From what I hear of Dennis, he's always been a gambler, I guess. Now he only gambles on art, huh?
Art, fast cars, expensive toys. I mean, he can afford it. So, I mean, what is the big deal here?
What's your story, Hotshot?
Here are the rest of the gifts from the house. If anything else comes in, I will bring it over.
Jamie.
What?
Look, I don't want to lose you.
If you trusted me, you wouldn't.
Don't you understand? That's what I've been afraid of all along, that I wouldn't be able to hold on to you.
Don't you see that you are mixing everything up here? You're not losing me. You're pushing me away. You're not dealing in reality, and you haven't been since you wrote that prescription for the drug the doctor told you was harmful.
I did that for us.
You did it for you.
I want to be able to give you what Vicky...
I have a son. And I will not allow him to be an issue in this ridiculous competition you have with his mother.
I just want to be someone's mother.
What if you can't be somebody's mother? Do you have any idea how angry it makes me that you assume that I wouldn't think the same of you? I would think less of you?
I think less of me. Don't you get it? I do, and I can't seem to let go of that.
You don't even know what these things, what you're saying means to me. You don't even believe in me anymore, do you?
Yes, I do believe in you.
Molly, you can't believe in anything. You know why? Because you won't believe in yourself.
You haven't even heard a word I've been saying.
I think I've heard it loud and clear. I just don't recognize it. I feel like I'm talking to a total stranger, Marley. And I'm not going to marry someone that I don't know.
You know me. It's look, I've made a lot of mistakes lately. Okay, I know I was wrong to lie to you about the pills, and I was wrong to do what I did to get them. Mostly I was wrong to ever make you feel like your love wasn't enough for me. It is. It's all I really want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, too. I never wanted this to happen, honey. And after you told me that you wanted to postpone the wedding, I just needed to know why.
You still don't know why. I think it's time I tell you.
Wait a minute. Am I going to blow this deal with all these changes?
Of course not, but no one ever signs a contract as written. It'd be bad business. Okay, look. See this line right here?
Yeah.
All right, now this is a kitten-sized percentage for the merchandising revenues. Up it by 20%.
20%?
Yeah. And this line down here, it talks about the release dates of the album, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Write in release dates to be determined by artist at the creative discretion of artist alone. Got that?
I think so.
Glad you asked for my advice?
Yeah, I was going to sign the thing as writ. With discretion of artist alone. All right, what's next?
Well, we fax it back to them, they scream, we go to New York and hack it out face to face.
My goodness. I'm starting to like this.
Yeah, well, wait till you see what fun we're going to have with their starched shirts and their lawyers.
Yeah, you're going to make them sweat, I bet. Huh?
Right through their Brooks Brothers suits.
Well, I'll know how they'll feel. Oh, no.
Oh, forget this, huh?
What am I doing? I'm nuts.
Let me tell you something. I am not going to put up with this for very long.
You know how I feel about Jenna.
Jenna, please. It has nothing to do with Jenna.
It has everything
to do with you and your guilty conscience. And I am sick of it.
Then why don't you just leave?
What, am I You asked me here.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for it, all
That's
right?
right, but you've got it, and here it is. I will negotiate your contract, Matthew, and then I'm out of here. I am getting too old for this.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
Are you okay?
I don't feel so good.
What the hell did you do to her?
I am sorry about this, Amanda.
I know.
You don't think I've been with Olivia since we were...
No. I don't.
You know me. I change the sheets once a year. I mean, that nightgown was probably stuck under there forever.
That is not a nightgown. You don't wear that to keep warm.
I am sorry.
Oh, she left it here on purpose.
What?
Oh, Sam, come on. Olivia's had her clothes out of here for weeks, and she just conveniently leaves her red satin negligee stuffed between the pillows of the couch. Don't be naive.
I'm not being naive. She probably just forgot the thing, okay?
I used to really love being here.
What, you don't anymore?
It's just not the same. We're not the same.
Yeah, I know. Well, we could look for another place.
Oh, I don't know.
Or we could completely redecorate. Paint, wallpaper, new furniture.
Yeah. Maybe that's all it
I would love
needs.
to get a real bed. Yeah, I'm tired of waking up with indent marks from the mattress string and this thing. We could put it under the window over there. Or
And then this space would be Allie's. This
Yeah.
whole space where the couch is.
I like that. Keep thinking, all
Okay.
right? Hello? It's about time. Okay, thanks.
Who was that? Who was that?
Andy from Typeset. He finally fixed the linotype machine.
Oh, great.
How about if I go down to the hardware store and pick up some paint samples?
Now?
Yeah. We're into this thing. We might as well get moving on it, huh?
Okay. Oh, look, don't go crazy, all right? Come back with earthy colors, like hunter green,
Hunter green,
beiges.
beiges. Like that? Yes, ma'am. Are we made up now?
Yes.
Yes.
Go.
Okay, I'll be back.
Who is it? Olivia? Hi. Hello, Olivia. Well, what's going on in here? We're redecorating. It's not all that easy to start over again. Is it? Sam's out, Olivia. Yes, I know. I figured that much out already. Why are you here? Sam's my friend. I came to visit my friend. I'll get this out of your way. What's it doing on the chair? I'll tell Sam you stopped by. Where is he, anyway? He's at the hardware store. Okay, I'll wait. Stairs really did me in. Why didn't you take the elevator? It's broken. Are you in pain? Do you care? As a matter of fact, no, I don't. But if you're not in pain, I'd like you to leave. I told you. I'll wait for Sam. He won't mind. Fine. Feel free to just give me a call if you find anything else of mine lying around. Hi, Sam.
Olivia. Is everything all right in here?
No. I have a 3 o'clock fitting at the costume shop.
Well, it's just around the corner.
I'm going to leave now. I'm not mad at you.
You want to tell me what's going on?
It's a lot harder for me to let go than I thought. I miss you so much.
No go, huh, Romeo? What are you talking about? What are you smiling for? Your go-go dancer just left without you.
I'm going to meet her out in the back in 5 minutes.
Get out of town.
No, I'm serious. She's dating the manager. She said she's got to sneak out.
You're unbelievable.
On the day's work.
Let me ask you a question. Do you always get the girl?
So far, so good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See ya.
My old age need to make more money.
That could be helpful. Very, very helpful.
I'm listening, Marley.
I got cold feet about the wedding. I just started to worry about all the questions people were going to start asking us.
What kind of questions?
When are you going to start a family?
I don't think anyone who knows us would really ask anything like that.
Someone will. And our family, they'll be politely quiet, or they'll just feel sorry for us.
I really don't think that's going to happen.
Jamie, when people are around me, they walk on eggshells. They don't even want to talk about their own children because they're afraid it's going to upset me. I mean, anytime children even come up, everybody sort of starts to whisper. I mean, it's terrible.
Honey, maybe you just have to set them straight. If people are making you uncomfortable by trying to make you comfortable, then tell them about it and they'll change.
How are you going to feel at holidays when all your siblings are there with all their children and everyone's showing off and all you have to show off is...
Is you? That's good enough for me.
How do you know that's the way...
Listen to me. At Christmas time, when all the rest of the family is downstairs fiddling with those gadgets and the kids trying to figure out those instructions, you and I are going to be upstairs making love. And they are going to be insanely jealous, knowing how much in love you and I are. I miss that smile. Marley, we don't know what's going to happen. But if we just take first things first, if we trust in ourselves first, everything else will fall into place.
Does that mean you're not going to leave me?
How could I leave you? I love you with all my heart and soul.
Hey, didn't I tell you to back off?
What's going on with her?
There's nothing going. It's not even any of your business.
You push
Matt,
her?
Okay? Yeah, that's
Did
what
you push her?
Matt, I didn't do anything to her. As a matter of fact, I saved her neck. If you have to know.
Okay, what was it? Was she in an accident?
No, Matt. She was trying out for a little job over at the Tuxedo Club or something, okay? And a couple of the guys got a little out of hand.
Nice place. I'm sure you really encouraged that, didn't you?
Oh, you are such a piece of business. You know that, Matt? No, I went out and I looked for her before she got into the
Dean,
trouble.
ever
all
since
right?
you two started going out, she's been having these crazy things going through her head.
No,
Can you
Matt.
explain
No,
that?
Matt. It's because of you and your little affair.
Oh,
okay, that she
blame
started
it on
doubting
the
herself
affair.
in the
Man,
first. Where are you going?
Home. I have a killer headache.
Okay, I'll take you.
No, I'm leaving. I'm tired of listening to the two of you argue.
I gotta talk to her. Honey, wait a second. Just talk to me
What?
for a second.
What
Why are
do
you
you
doing
want?
this?
What am I doing,
You're
Matt?
changing. It's all my fault, I know. Why can't we put what I did in the past? Damn it, we were happy. You gotta face that. You never had any of these crazy things going through your head when we were going out? Give me another chance. You can trust me, I swear it.
Can I really? Matt, that's Lorna's shade. Next time you swear your love to me, wipe your neck and change your shirt.
Then why don't you just tell me which costume you chose?
Because I want you to guess who I am at the party.
And if I attach myself to the wrong lady?
I'll unhook you. Well, hello, darling.
How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. Kevin Anderson, this is Dennis, my son.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
You're the DA who prosecuted Hutchins, right?
Yeah, don't remind me.
We haven't met your date, darling.
Oh, this is...
Babette Lockridge?
Babette Lockridge. Mother, what business do you have with the DA's office?
Absolutely none.
We're going to the Halloween party together. What do you say we double date? What do you say, Babs?
Sure. I love dressing up.
Well, I'm glad you're making progress with your physical therapist.
If he doesn't kill me first.
It's really good to see you, Olivia.
I'm sorry that I interrupted your afternoon with Amanda.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything.
Sam, I know that it's over with you, but it really hurts to lose everything all at once. You know, my dancing and Allie and you. Do you think it would be all right if I visited with Allie once in a while?
Sure I do. She's crazy about you.
Thanks. I miss her. I hope Amanda doesn't go crazy.
No, she won't.
Good. I heard there was some scare about her and Carl.
Yeah, but that's over now.
I hope so. I mean, I know how aggressive she can be about a story.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just that I don't think Amanda worries too much about taking chances if it means she can scoop another magazine. It's just a thought.
Ah, good day, Miss Corey. Your costume's all set for you.
Oh, great. Is Mr. Fowler's in here, too?
Already. Do you know it's been a zoo here today? People coming and going and trying things on. Do you know, I even had somebody asking me, trying to bribe me to see what someone was going to wear to the Brava Halloween party.
You're kidding.
But I can't be bought. You'll make a great harem girl.
You don't think it's too, I dream of Jeannie, do you?
Not on you, it won't be. Well, you look great. And with that veil over your face, why, no one will know it's you.
I understand. Well, we're all set. I'm doing the opening segment on the Felicia Gallant show. Yeah, today. Then we'll take call-ins from the home audience. Well, just watch, will you? Then quote me in stacks of those press releases and earn your money. I'll see you later. Ryan.
Hey, where's Vicky?
She's over at my suite making some phone calls.
Well, she's still working? She left the house this morning at 6:30.
George 7.
She's got to be at Tops at 1:30.
Relax, she'll be there. That's more than an hour from now. Thanks.
Yeah, I know.
What's with you?
Just do it, okay?
Oh, I see. You're going to ask Vicky to marry you, aren't you?
Never mind. Just save your questions, all right?
Ryan, I got to say this. You're making a big mistake.
I am telling you, everyone everywhere was lining up to shake his hand.
So Grant went over very well, did he?
It was incredible. I mean, he was sitting on crates, he was wolfing down donuts, just like Ryan.
Yes, well, in spite of that, it sounds like a very productive morning.
He was knocked out. In fact, Grant promised the people in that area 1,200 new jobs, if he's elected.
Which I'm sure he will be.
Me too.
Vicky,
Look, Spence, I would love to stay and chat, but I really can't. I've got to pick up Grant. I've got to take him over to Felicia's studio.
Now, wait, please.
Okay, sorry. What's up?
I want to thank you.
For what?
Helping to make my son's dream come true.
You know, Spencer, I didn't even know you cared about Ryan's dreams.
I was talking about Grant's dream of becoming a senator.
Natch. How could I be so stupid?
We were discussing Grant.
Yeah, aren't we always?
Now, Vicky, you become quite indispensable, you know. When Grant goes to the Senate, I want you to be a part of his Washington team.
I'm already a part of Ryan's team.
Now, I just
I know what you meant. You approve, and that's swell. But I will decide if I stay with Grant after the election. Not you.
But you will keep the crew looking. Yeah, please, let us know the minute you find out anything at all. We'd appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Oh, any news from the Coast Guard?
Well, they haven't found any more debris on the beach from the windswept explosion.
They're not looking hard enough. That's the problem.
Don't be afraid of the coffee, everybody. Frankie made it.
They haven't said it, but they've given up.
Just put this over.
What are you doing?
John?
Charlene doesn't want her things moved. Charlene likes this picture over here, Donna. She doesn't have a staff of people to keep things in order.
I'm sorry, John.
She likes doing things herself, like taking care of Gregory. She enjoys it.
I was just trying to make room for...
There's no harm done, John.
When Charlene comes home, I want her to find everything exactly as she left it.
But, John...
But nothing. I have to make a list of things to do. First thing I have to do is to talk to Taylor's mother. Be just like Taylor to drag her own mother into a scheme like this.
What is she going to tell you? She thinks you broke Taylor's heart.
Taylor's mother will talk to me. Anyone who has ever known Taylor will talk to me.
It's Gregory's way. I'll go get him.
No! I'll go. He'll go back to sleep if I rub his back.
This is driving him crazy.
He's not facing this at all.
Could Taylor have pulled off something this elaborate?
Oh, she tried it before. Taylor wanted Charlene dead. She wanted everybody to believe it was Charlie's fault.
You think she finally succeeded, don't you?
How could that purse have gotten on the boat if Charlene wasn't?
If you can accept that, somebody has to make John accept that, too. Charlene is not coming back.
I'm sorry if I was presumptuous, Vicky, but I'm so grateful that you were with Grant these last few weeks.
Why?
Well, frankly, you kept him so busy he didn't have time to moon over Paulina McKinnon.
Yeah, well, I'm no big fan of Paulina's either.
He'd risked his whole election to be with her.
She is married to Jake.
Just try telling that to Grant. You know, this country needs a man like Grant in the Senate. Nothing can jeopardize that. You agree, don't you?
Yes, I would. Look, I was just wondering, okay? Just thinking.
About what?
Why you never say anything nice like that about Ryan? Why you don't worry about him in the same way?
I do.
You know, this country needs someone like Ryan just as much as it needs someone like Grant.
Now, Vicky. I know that you love Ryan. But
what, Spence?
Well, do you actually think that being a local cop is equal to deciding the future of an entire nation?
Unbelievable.
What?
You. You know, I used to think that I was the most stubborn, but Spence, I think you take the cake.
Now, Vicky.
I'm sorry, but I have to go. Grant awaits.
Come in.
Grant? Spencer. Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Iris.
I was just dropping these pictures in from the benefit.
Well, you didn't have to deliver them personally.
Well, that's true. And now you could compensate me for the trouble. Are you free for lunch?
Only if it's with you.
Mistake? What, have you been learning tact from Dad?
All right, maybe mistake wasn't the right word.
Well, what is, in your esteemed opinion?
Ryan, why are you rushing things?
I'm not. This is right, Grant.
Well, maybe to you, but Vicky's just deciding what she wants out of life.
Well, she's led me to believe that she wants me.
She also wants a career, and she's finally doing something she loves.
Working for you.
Ryan, I see her every day. She's absolutely focused on winning this election. She's having the time of her life.
Look, Vicky jumps into everything with both feet. Right now it's the campaign. When that's over, it's going to be something else.
Then how will she be ready to get married?
She's looking for something that doesn't change. Someone who's always going to be there, no matter what.
And you can handle being that person.
I think I can handle that. Grant, we love each other.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry I should be congratulating. I just don't want to see you get hurt like I was.
By Paulina.
That's right. I pushed her. I tried to convince her to marry me. She may have said yes, but she wasn't ready.
So things fell apart. But I'm not going to let that happen, Grant.
All right, then I'll shut up.
Good. Have you bought her a ring yet? Actually, I was hoping the old man might still have Mother's engagement ring.
You asked him for it?
Well, I shouldn't even bother. And as soon as I asked him, he shut down completely, just as he usually does.
As far as I know, I don't think he kept anything of hers.
Doesn't that seem a little strange to you?
I don't know. People handle grief in different ways.
Yeah, but Mother's engagement ring?
Well, frankly, I'm a little surprised you brought it up.
Well, I was hoping that you might be happy for me.
That's a different thing altogether.
Shouldn't be.
You know how he is.
Yeah, I do. But every single time I bring up Mother, it's like running smack into a wall. With you and Spence.
Wow, Ryan, that's ridiculous.
Oh. Well, then prove it to me. Is there something that I don't know about our mother that no one's telling me?
I wish I could tell you more, Ryan. I was just a kid when she...
I'm glad you have memories. And don't you say that you remember her pushing you on a swing?
I remember sitting on her bed, watching her brush her hair. You were laughing. That's it.
Yeah, it's been so long. I mean, old man still can't talk about it.
To me either.
Really?
I asked Gerard about it once. About when she died. He said Dad was a total recluse for months after. He never got over her grief.
Well, it may have been his wife, but it was our mother, too. We lost her, too.
Maybe his grief was so great that he couldn't see that.
Now, I used to imagine for hours what it would have been like to have grown up with someone who was kind, beautiful, someone who would always take my side.
She was beautiful. I remember that.
So why'd he get rid of all of her pictures?
Maybe he found it too painful to look at them.
You just accept that?
Ryan, what could I do?
You can do what I do. You can get mad. Look, just because he can't tell us stories about her doesn't mean that he couldn't have saved something of hers. We have nothing.
But knowing you, I assume you've looked for them.
Oh, yeah. Went through the house, top to bottom.
What did you expect to find?
I don't know. Something. Anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to cut this short. I got to do this TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get going too. Gotta make sure everything's ready at Tops.
Good luck, man. I mean that. Get out of here.
Hey,
Well?
I knew it. You
What?
didn't change your suit, and that tie is completely wrong.
What, I love this tie.
Here, this is much better.
Raided my closet.
ESP, look, I hope you don't mind, but I know there are going to be a lot of female viewers watching Felicia's show.
Oh, fine. Wait a minute, please.
What did you do before I came along?
I have no idea.
Come on,
You gotta
Senator,
get
we
out.
have to make tracks.
Listen, we've got our appointment. 1:30 tops. We gotta be there.
I will. I've got it in my book.
Hey, Carlos.
Yeah, it's Harrison. What's up? Still? Okay, well, is he still at his place? Well, if he leaves, give me a call, all right? Yeah, good.
Do with the questions for Grant Harrison. I just had them here.
Could you stop for 1 minute?
Honey, I can't. I should have left for the studio 5 minutes
Yeah, but you
ago.
were waiting for Jenny to wait.
Well, at this rate, I'm sure she's going to be asleep all afternoon.
Well, why not? You know what time she came home last night?
I was up too, remember?
We should have talked to her last
No,
night.
she was exhausted, and we were both too upset. No, I think what we did was the right thing.
No,
really.
you should have let me wake her.
No, and, honey, do me a favor. Don't say anything to her until I get back, okay?
Well, what am I going to do that is so terrible?
I don't know. That's sort of what worries me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
It's just that, well, we don't do very well when we deal with Jenny separately. That's all.
Well, we don't do very well when we deal with it together either.
That's true. What's this?
Here's your list.
My hero. You know, having a child makes this job seem a whole lot easier.
Now listen, don't be too nice to Grant Harrison, all right?
No. Besides, he likes the challenge. Honey, you know what? I think we should just keep the pressure off of Jenna, all right?
Yes. All right. Yeah. Look, I know that part of this is my fault, but with Carl Hutchins running around loose, I'm worried about that.
What aren't you telling me?
Nothing. Okay, Coach?
Luke, come on.
Come on. We'll talk when you get back. Go be a star.
Has Donna seen his picture from the clinic fundraiser?
No, not yet.
She's very beautiful.
Spencer, I think it's time you learned the truth about him.
I don't know how John is going to get through this. I was just trying to help.
He knows that.
It's the story of my life. All I do is make everything worse.
No, you didn't. Cass is right. John just needs to get these feelings out.
Then maybe I should cancel my business lunch and stay here.
No. All we can do now is wait, Donna.
All right, but I'll call you later. But please let me know if there's anything I can do.
I will. Thank you. Her heart's in the right place.
But her mouth.
Cass, don't. I can't joke about any of this.
Sorry.
Charlene could see what John's going through the way I could see you.
Frank.
Why do the bad people always win, Cass? Why? At first it was Carl, now it's Taylor.
It's hard to accept, isn't it?
Are you like that? The way John is when you thought that Kathleen was gone?
Yes.
No wonder you had to go back to her. How could you not?
You understand that?
What does he do now, Cass? What... Does he go on believing that Charlene is alive somewhere, or does he start over?
I never meant to hurt you so badly.
I know you didn't. This isn't fair, you know. Charlene deserved to raise her son.
So did you.
This isn't about us. It's John I'm worried about.
Okay. The Coast Guard and the police are listing Charlene as presumed dead by drowning.
Does he know that?
He must know that.
Well, it doesn't matter what they say.
He's not going to believe she's dead.
All I can do is take it one day at a time. That's all any of us can do.
I need you to do something for me.
Of course.
Will you try to get through to John? Because I can't. I don't want to believe this either. I can't.
I'll try. John.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you.
You know, wait.
No. You can't.
Nothing you have to say about Donna Hudson would surprise me, Iris.
Well, then you know all about her affair with Jake, her daughter's ex-husband.
Now, what I'm curious about is, why do you think I need to know all this?
Well, I'm just trying to protect your reputation. I mean, Donna's reputation is just, well, it's...
Falling madly in love with a stable boy? Marrying him over and over again? I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Would you like me to open it now, sir?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for Miss Hudson.
What you be watching your brother?
Watch it on tape.
Heard anything from the feds?
No, they haven't told me anything.
Were they afraid of a leak?
They could be, but as I said, they haven't said a word to me. But you could fill me in on something.
Sure, if I can.
I hear that Michael Hudson and some private citizens are going to play vigilante and go after Carl.
Probably rumor.
Make sure it is. You hear me, Lucas?
Sure. It's eating you.
You know what time it is?
Yeah. 2:15.
That's what's eating me.
Will there be anything else?
No.
Very good.
What in the world could be keeping her?
In the next 6 years, this country is going to make major decisions in how we protect and nurture our children, our environment, and our relations with foreign countries. Look at what's happening in Eastern Europe. It's a thrilling time for democracy. I want to be a part of that.
You know, turnout for the polls has been decreasing steadily. Why do you think that is?
People feel their votes don't count. They're wrong.
Why should people believe you, Grant?
Maybe because I think that an individual can make a difference. It's true in life and it's true in politics.
So someone can really touch your life and make you a better person?
Yes, they can. I know so.
You know, you have an unbelievable reputation.
No, wait a minute. I thought we were through with my personal.
No, wait. A reputation for being tough on crime.
Forgive me.
It's all right.
Alicia, a lot of people talk tough, but not many people are concerned about making the tough decisions.
And you are ready to do that?
I am now, yes.
Is it because you were shot?
I'm not just talking about crime as an issue anymore. I was a victim of it. It happened to me. And it can happen to you or someone you love unless we take control of what's happening in our streets.
But how do we do that?
More job training, drug programs. Let's get our citizens mired in poverty and those stuck in our overcrowded prison systems a healthy way out of there.
I think it sounds terrific, but I also know it's very expensive.
Are we so afraid to invest in our future? And in the future of our children?
That's a good point. How about we take some calls? Let's find out what the voters are feeling about me, shall we? Okay, here we go. You're on the air. Hello.
Congressman, how do you expect people to trust you when you have made a disaster of your personal life?
Congressman, you want to answer that?
Sure. I'm not trying to hide my mistakes. I think one's mistakes can set them apart. My own personal problems have taught me to be more compassionate, more forgiving.
So you're saying everything about you is out in the open, right?
Well, it is now, yes. For years, my life was very calculated. I tried being the perfect son, the perfect politician, and as a result, I failed at being a human being.
Well, what made you let down your guard?
Well, I think my priorities changed. I'm less interested in appearances and more interested in doing something that's lasting and real.
No kidding?
Ma'am, I may not look good in print, but I know I'm a better person.
I think that says it all. Listen, we're going to take a little commercial break. We will be back more with Congressman Grant Harrison, so please don't go away.
We're out.
You were sensational, both of you.
You're supposed to be at top, so why did you stay? You didn't have to stay.
Of course I did.
Grant, I am sorry about that call, really.
Oh, I'm not.
You handled it
Oh,
beautifully.
it was so honest. I mean, it was like you were talking about my whole life.
Well, I've decided I have to say what I really feel. If it costs me votes, so be it.
No, I think it probably gained you more than you
I
lost.
think so, too.
Alicia.
Yes.
10 seconds.
Okay. Thanks. What? Listen, you guys, this is going very well. You want to extend it? We'll do another segment.
Oh,
Would you like to stick around for this segment?
Me?
Oh, no, wait a minute. You
I'd love
better be
to.
up.
All right, get ready.
3, 2.
Well, welcome back. We're here talking with senatorial candidate Grant Harrison. And as you can see, he's been joined by his campaign aide, Victoria Hudson. Hello, Victoria.
Hi.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Listen, I have a question from someone right here in our studio audience. They want to know if you and Miss Hudson are planning to tie the knot in the near future.
No, the only knot I tie is the one around Grant's neck. He gets it crooked.
I'm afraid that person has the wrong Harrison.
The wrong Harrison. Okay, you all heard that. Well, let's go back to the phone, shall we? Okay, here we go. You're on the air.
I love cats. I knew you were going to say that next. But now I really know what love is. But you're telling me that love is some slick-talking lawyer with a shady reputation that you've been engaged to for less than 9 days.
Love is a man named Cass, who makes me laugh, who makes me shiver, who makes me furious, but who also makes me feel more alive than I have ever felt in my life.
That is a real poetic. But I just couldn't stand it if you got hurt again. I mean, could you please try and understand it?
Yes, I can. And can you try to understand that I just want you to be happy for me, Cass?
I can understand. All right. It's perfectly nice. But appearances are the most deceiving thing. All right. I will try to be happy for you. But if he hurts you and I kill him, you don't have anybody to blame but yourself. Okay.
You made a list. I'd like to add a few things to it, if that's okay.
Yes, fine.
Why don't we start with the facts as we know them?
Good idea. Go ahead.
First, the letter that Taylor wrote. If Charlene was right, if the letter was written recently by Taylor, that's a motive. That means that Taylor was still alive and that she wanted to have a relationship with you still. She saw Charlene as her only obstacle.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane?
So Taylor wanted Charlene out of the way. But in order to do that, she had to be back here in Bay City on her yacht.
And she was. We saw Windswept.
So she had opportunity.
Opportunity. Yes, I agree.
And she knew Charlene how to push all her buttons.
So you're saying she had opportunity as well as means?
John, you saw Windswept go up in flames. You and Frankie and Donna and Michael and the Coast Guard lieutenant, you all saw her explode.
Yes, we did. Are you getting at something?
There is one terrible possibility that you have to consider.
You want me to say she's dead? Is that it? Oh, Cass.
I don't want to believe it either. None of us do.
Cass, listen to me. Taylor stole Charlene's purse, and she placed it in an area where she knew it would be found. I mean, she understands that the authorities will accept this.
Okay, say you're right. Why would Taylor want Charlene to live? Why not kill her?
I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand any of it. I don't know why she would write a letter or
even blow up her boat. It makes no sense to me at all. All I know is that I'm not about to accept a soggy old purse and a wallet as proof that the only woman I've ever loved is gone. That would really be silly, wouldn't it?
Nobody knows better what you're going through right now.
Cass, if she were really gone, I would know. I would feel it here in my heart. I would know. I think that I'm the only person who truly understands what Taylor is capable of.
But Taylor was never able to keep Charlene away from you and Gregory. Charlene would never willingly leave her son.
Cass, come on, please, don't worry. Charlene is not dead.
She hasn't contacted you. She hasn't even tried to find out about her baby boy.
Did Kathleen contact you?
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to bring that up. But it's a fact. You see, someone told you to believe that Kathleen was dead, and you did. Look how many people were hurt because you believed that. And not me. I'm not going to believe it because it's not true. My wife is not dead. My wife is very, very much alive.
I think Miss Hudson is still in the television studio.
Well, listen, can you check when they take a break? This is very important.
Hello, Spencer. Isn't it amazing how we keep running into each other lately? Hello, Donna. Iris. Aren't you usually working at this time of day? Not today. Odd. No, it's not. No, I meant the messenger. What messenger? The one in the lobby looking for you. When? Just now. I thought he would have found you by now. It might be urgent. If you'd excuse me. Thank you. I'll be back.
Have you had lunch?
Yes, I just finished.
Sit down for a minute.
Why?
Oh, Iris has a wonderful picture of you from the fundraiser.
Not bad.
You're very photogenic.
Thank you.
Sit down.
I don't want to interrupt your little tete-a-tete with Iris.
You don't? Isn't that why you sent her down to the lobby?
I most certainly did not.
Oh, you're tenacious, Donna. But I find it very attractive.
Attractive? What do you know about attractive? You've taken me to task for being seen with Carl Hutchins, and yet you're running around with Iris Wheeler.
No, what's wrong with that?
Don't you know anything about her background?
Are you going to fill me in?
Well, she's barely been off the witness stand for the last 2 years.
So?
And even though it hasn't been proven, some people say that she shot Jake McKinney.
Really?
And before that, she engineered a takeover of her own father's publishing company.
I had no idea.
Well, you do now. And I hate to gossip.
Oh, I know.
This is different. I just thought that I ought to warn you.
And?
And I think I deserve a little more consideration from you.
Maybe you do.
I'm so sorry I was late. My cab got caught in the gridlock traffic, and so finally I just bailed out and I ran the whole way here. Can you ever forgive me?
It depends.
What? I'll do anything you want.
Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes. You have just made me the happiest girl in the whole world.
Tried to convince him.
Yeah, I heard.
Did a lousy job.
He didn't mean what he said, Cass.
No? I think he's right. I'm the last person who should tell him what's real, what he should believe.
You're his friend.
What do I know about reality? I gave up on Kathleen. And when she came back, I gave up on my life with you. If I had given up on you after the explosion, maybe John should hold on. Maybe he's the sanest one here.
Maybe.
What are you thinking?
That if you had never believed Kathleen was dead, I would never have known you. I would never have loved you.
God, Frankie, I can't believe that my life with you is over.
Oh, Cass, please don't do this.
I can't even face the fact that I hurt you so badly that you can never forgive me.
I do forgive you.
You do?
I'm afraid to go back.
Then let's go forward.
How do we
I
do
love you.
this?
I've never loved anyone the way I love you. And I've had it with giving up on things. And I refuse to accept the fact that I'm never going to be able to comfort you or hold you or make love to you again.
I'm back. Oh, what a coincidence. We were just talking about you. Really?
Well, if you ladies will excuse me, I'll just see about the bill.
Donna, there was no messenger. Why were you trying to get rid of me?
Really, Iris, I can't be held responsible for your lost errand boys.
Mm-hmm. What were you whispering to Spencer just then?
We were chatting about Jake's trial and your involvement in it.
What did you tell him?
We'll have to ask Spencer. Excuse me, I'm going to go speak to Victoria. You know, she's becoming valuable to Grant.
What in the hell are you trying to do to me here?
I'm sorry, Ryan. We got delayed.
You gave me your word. You gave me your word that you would try and get here on time.
It couldn't be helped. We had to tape another segment. I brought her in the limo myself just so you wouldn't get blamed with her.
How did the show go, son?
Very well, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Ryan. Now, I know it's short notice, but can you fit in a dinner with Richard Lawton? He's ready to make a large contribution.
Sure. Come back with me and we'll talk about it. So,
Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Can we talk out on the terrace now?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I will see you later.
take your time. We're going back to the suite.
It won't be long. Hey.
I'm glad you could make it.
Better late than never, right? Where's my gifts?
Nope, that's going to have to wait till we need to talk.
Sounds serious.
It is.
Oh, please, no. Did they find Charlene's?
No. No, Vicky.
Thank goodness. Is it Carl? What is he?
No, it's us.
Us?
Vicky, you promised me that you were going to be here at 1:30. No excuses, remember?
I know. I'm so sorry, but Felicia asked us to do another segment.
Us.
So...
Us as in you and Grant.
You know he can't walk away from Free Press. This close to
And
the
you
election.
just had to stay.
Well, honey, he asked me to be on camera with him, so I just...
Oh, you just must have eaten that right up.
Well, I liked it. I think I was pretty good. Ryan, you're not really mad, are you?
No, this is really getting out of hand.
What is?
You know, I saw it at the fundraiser, and I thought, nah, you're going crazy.
Honey, you saw what?
You and Grant. I mean, what is this?
Oh, wait a minute. I mean, you're the one who wanted me to join his staff.
I wanted you to make sure that Dad didn't run him into the ground after he got out of the hospital.
Right, and we did, so you should be really happy.
Grant's fine now.
Oh, I don't fit into your schedule now. So what do you want me to do? You want me to just go quit?
No, I didn't
Well, what
say
do you
that.
want me to do?
I want to become as important as the election is.
Ryan, this is my job. I'm very good at it. And I took the back seat while you and Carl were racing around for months. I mean...
Oh, so this is my payback now.
No.
Because that was a major criminal investigation, Vicky, and what you're doing right now...
Say it.
You wouldn't understand.
I understand. I think you're making things very clear.
Hey. I had to go and get these.
Pictures?
Yeah. Charlene and I went on a picnic the other day. Perfect Indian summer. It's Charlene's favorite time of year, you know.
Yes, I remember.
No, look at that face. Isn't she a beautiful woman?
She looks very happy.
Just when you think you've gotten through all of the bad times, something like this happens.
We went through hell for each other, John.
We took Gregory over to Bridget's just so that we could have the whole day together. Charlene packed a picnic lunch, although we didn't get to it till much later in the afternoon.
You're beautiful.
At one point, she thought she heard something behind us, but it was nothing. Well, Frankie, come on. These are not going to be the last pictures I ever take of Charlene, believe me. We'll get her back. We'll find her.
We can get a sizable piece of change from Lawton if you just think about what he said.
What do you propose I think about?
He wanted to make sure that your personal life isn't on the skids again.
And?
And let's just say that Vicky has done wonders for your image.
What do you mean things are becoming very clear to you?
Jealous.
What?
You are jealous of me and your brother.
So, my image is intact. What are you worried about?
Paulina McKinnon.
Forget about her.
You know, it would be just like you to win this election and then throw it all away in some grand romantic gesture.
Please, Dad.
And even worse, creating some kind of scandal by getting between Paulina and that husband of hers.
Paulina and I are finished.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
This time, I mean it.
You know, you and Grant just aren't satisfied unless you're arguing about something.
You know, Vicky, this is about you and me, not Grant and me.
Bull. You two pretend to be friends, but underneath there is always this competition going on. Right now it just happens to be for my time, but it'll always be something. I mean, it'll never end.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but you were right about Paulina. She only wants what she can't have. I got burned. I'm going to get over it.
Well, this makes me very happy, son. And relieved.
Good.
So, what brought about this change of heart?
It has been nothing but arguing with you two for the last umpteen years. You said so yourself.
Oh, come on, Vicky. Don't try to make this my fault. You were the one who was late.
You were the one who was mad at me because I was with your brother. I mean, admit it.
This is stupid.
You're right. This is stupid. Because I am not interested in Grant. Grant is not interested in
Vicky,
me. I am not finished yet. I love you. I am very sorry that I was late, but we shouldn't be fighting.
Oh, you're impossible.
Now, what was it you wanted to talk to me about before you got so furious with me? I mean, you know, you said there was something you wanted to talk to me about. What was it?
Well, I certainly didn't want to talk about Grant.
Ryan.
Are you telling me that Paulina is really out of the picture?
That she is. From now on, I'm working from a clean slate.
Hey, can we forget about this and go sit down and eat?
I don't think there's time for that now. I've got to go to work.
to reconfirm my visit to the Senior Citizen Center, all right? Oh, and call Peterson at the Times. Ask him if we can reschedule that interview till tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's the first draft of your speech to the Longshoremen's Association, and it's good.
I can't wait. I'm expecting a call from the governor.
Ah, he's finally ready to endorse you, huh?
I hope so.
It won't be long now, Senator.
Hey. Ryan. Congratulations in order?
Maybe for you.
What are you talking about?
I never got around to asking Vicky.
Why not? I thought you told me you were ready to be a married man.
I am. Someone got in between us.
Who?
You.
Gary, I can't give you what I ain't got. All right, you don't have to remind me what you're going to do if I don't give you the money. I got to go.
Have you seen Vicky?
No, she hasn't been here since I've been here.
Thanks.
Hey, how are you holding up?
I beg your pardon?
The other day you seemed pretty upset. I thought maybe it was Jamie.
Well, things have changed with Jamie and me.
Really?
You should know.
So what exactly did the specialist say?
Well, there's a surgical procedure that could repair damage to the optic nerve.
Is that the only option?
If I don't want to live with the day-to-day threat of going blind.
Well, when would you have this operation?
Once Carl is no longer a threat.
Can you afford to wait?
Michael, I can't go into the hospital with Amanda not being safe.
Rachel, you might go blind.
Well, what good are my eyes if I lose my daughter?
So, what's going on between you and Jamie?
Jake, you could care less what's going on with Jamie and me. You hate him.
What I care about and what I hate is seeing you treated badly.
Well, everything's fine. We've worked through everything.
Good. That's good.
You see, Jamie and I, we can disagree. We can have problems, and we solve them. As a matter of fact, our commitment to each other is stronger than ever.
Well, I'm sure that Jamie wouldn't want it let out that he blew it with you.
Jake,
I only care about you.
I'm going to draw
right?
the line, okay? From now on, what I have with Jamie is off limits to you, because we don't want your interest, we don't want your concern, we don't want your well wishes.
I'm not going to stop caring about you.
Your way of caring.
No, I think you misunderstood.
I understood perfectly. I'm just sorry it took me so long to see you for what you really are.
Look, Ryan, I told you I was sorry for getting Vicky to topside.
Grant, you knew how important that lunch was
My
to me.
segment with Felicia went long. Now, what was so important about the timing, anyway?
That's not it, exactly. Vicky and I had a fight.
About what?
That's not important. Suffice it to say that by the end of the fight, will you marry me was the last thing that I wanted to ask Vicky.
Well, look, if you have that many problems...
I don't have that many problems, except for the fact that Vicky spends too much time with you.
She's become invaluable to me, Ryan. I'd be hard-pressed to let her go.
No, Grant, I don't want to get like this, but I think you owe me.
What are you talking about?
Carol's trial.
I know you kept it from coming out that I was Signet. I realize that, and I appreciate
Well, I'd
it.
appreciate it when you give Vicky a little bit more time.
You know, part of this equation is missing. I know what you want. I know what I want. I wonder what Vicky wants.
Vicky knows that the relationship is the most important thing.
Well, now you're putting words in her mouth. That's dangerous.
Look, Grant, all I know is that we don't have enough time spending with each other as it is.
But to arrange for her to lose her job?
It's not her job, Grant.
I've got to get this. Yes. Hold on. I'd appreciate it if you would not give this number out.
Sorry. Harrison. Oh, hey, Kevin, what do you got? I'm on my way. Talk to you later.
I gotta get going. Listen, think about what I said.
Rachel, you don't have to worry about Carl.
Why not?
Well, let's just say some friends of his are going to take care of him.
How did the meeting go?
The wheels are in motion.
Everyone is in agreement?
As a matter of fact, Jamie was the only one who gave us any trouble, but he came around.
Well, does he understand the objective?
Oh, yeah, he was just a little concerned about the method.
I don't blame him for that. What about Sam and Jake?
Well, let's just say that the subtleties were lost on them at first.
But they came around?
Everyone agreed to go by the group's decision.
If we don't stick together, this is never going to work.
Rachel, the only loose cannon, I think, is Sam.
Well, that's understandable. He's worried about Amanda.
I know, but I told him, as I'm going to tell you, Amanda is under constant surveillance. Don't worry.
Good. Well, we have to watch out for Sam. We've got to keep him under control. We don't want any surprises.
We've got to stop Carl no matter what.
Hey, just the man I wanted to see.
What do you want, Jake?
I want my money.
Well, I can write you a check now, and you can bounce it all the way to the bank if you'd like.
Hey, you know something? We had a deal.
You'll get paid, don't worry.
When?
When I get my first check from Ace Records.
When do you think that's going to be?
Listen, I don't know. It's been a tough negotiation.
Come on, Matt, man. We made a deal, right? I stuck by you. I gave you a hit video.
Listen, I can't give you what I have.
I want my money, Matt. I want it today.
I can't give it to you, Jake. I don't have it, all right?
What's with you, Matt?
Get out of here. Just get the hell out of here, all
What
right?
you
Just
tell
leave
us
me
to
alone.
make this happen, Matt?
So what?
Now it's about ready to pay off, and you don't care? It's no big deal?
It's just that when I made it big, I didn't think I'd be alone, all right? You okay?
I think I know where you're coming from.
I don't understand you, Jake.
Well, when I thought Visions was going to make the big break, I wanted to have it all so bad that I just forgot about everything that was important, man. I gave up on Marley, and then I just didn't care anymore. You know, I didn't care no matter what happened. I didn't even care when I thought I was going to die.
Jenna's with Dean now. That's gotta hurt. Now, well, there's nothing I can do about it. She's gone, man.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Don't do that to yourself. Matt, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. I'm coming. Oh, Dean.
Oh, you look bad.
Oh, thanks. That's just what
Yeah,
I
but
wanted
on
to
you,
hear.
even bad looks good. You look
Just
good.
get in here before
Look bad and
somebody
good.
else sees me.
My fan club around? Where's everybody?
Felicia and Lucas went out to dinner.
Yeah, how's the head?
How do you know that I have a headache?
It's called a hangover. It's a hangover you got.
Oh, shh. It's my first and last.
Yeah, right. How many drinks did you have? How many?
I don't know. Enough to make me dumb enough to get up on that table and make a total fool out of myself.
Well, it's over. It's over and you're okay and it's not going to happen again, right? And that's what counts.
Yeah, right. Everything's going to be just fine.
Look, I'm sorry that I got into it with Matt.
Oh, please. I just want to forget about last night.
But you getting high and shaking your thing in front of all those guys, that was stupid.
Oh, don't remind me.
But me getting into it again with Matt, that was also stupid. But we're learning some stuff. It's important stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'm learning that every time I look in the mirror, I don't even recognize the person I see anymore.
I know who you are.
How can you?
I do. You want me to show you? I'll show you.
What?
This is who you are if you want to be.
Dean, I really don't think I'm up to singing.
Oh, come on there, young lady. Sit right down here, and you'll have to face the music. That's the expression, face the music. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
let's...
You ready?
Let's watch.
You are.
Yeah.
There we go. Hang on to your seat, and here we go.
Lady killer with a rose in his hand and a heart full of lies. Somewhere deep in the night, one voice is calling, clinging to the edge to try to keep on falling. Oh yeah. Cold, cool love with 100 touch. The kind of magic you need so much. You know it's wrong, but you can't resist. You're drowning in a sea of love. So helpless into the night. He comes for you, caught inside with an aim so true. Feels alright when he calls your name, but a shot in the dark will shatter your heart, tear your world apart. He's a lady killer. Dusty broken hearts follow the stranger. You better protect what you got, 'cause you're in danger. Ooh. The first moment you cross the line, you leave a sheltered world behind. You can't believe with just one kiss, you're drowning in a sea of love. So helpless into the night, he comes for you, caught inside with an aim so true. Feels alright when he calls your name, but a shot in the dark will shatter your heart, tear your world apart. He's a lady killer. You got a heart full of lies, lady killer, with a rose in his hand and a heart full of lies. Yeah. Into the night, he comes for you, caught inside with an aim so true. Feels alright when he calls your name, but a shot in the dark will shatter your heart. Lady killer, lady killer. Feels alright when he calls your name, but a shot in the dark will shatter your heart, tear your world apart.
What'd you think?
That's me.
That's a very talented, very beautiful, very sexy you.
I never thought that I had anything like that in me.
Well, the camera doesn't lie. And, neither do I.
Wow. This is coming at me kind of fast right now.
In case you didn't notice, you weren't flying solo.
You were great.
We were great. We were great together. And we belong together. That's something else I don't want you to doubt.
didn't fall apart while I was gone.
Amazing, isn't it? Ryan was here.
What is his problem?
Well, he's used to you being there when he needs
Crying
you.
out loud, Grant. I mean,
Vicky, he loves you.
well, that didn't stop him from spending 90% of his time on his career.
Can I ask you something?
Fire away.
Are you helping me out here just to give Ryan a dose of his own medicine?
Maybe I was at first, but now I just...
But what?
I feel like I discovered a whole new world here, and I love it.
It shows.
I mean, who would ever believed it? Me, a political animal.
I just don't want to cause any trouble between you and Ryan.
Grant, I mean, I have my own life. Ryan has got to accept that.
Are you wearing that tonight?
You like?
No, it goes without saying.
But
Tonight's formal.
in which case... Ta-da, door number 2.
I should have known.
Yeah, wait till you check this baby out.
Oh, no, you can't go in there. They're setting up a bank of phones for the election night.
Oh, turn around. Turn around, unless you want to see me in my skivvies.
Oh.
So, is everything all set for the fundraiser?
Oh, I hope so. This has to be the mother of all fundraisers.
Right. Well, Spence seemed pretty excited about it. Oh, you know, I read the funniest thing. I think it was by, I don't know, John F. Kennedy's brother or father? Father, I guess. And it said, I'll be damned if I'm going to buy one more vote than I have to. I mean, I'll be damned if I'm going to pay for a landslide.
My father must have read that quote.
Yeah. Hey, you ought to smile more often. You look great.
No time.
No time. What does that mean, no time? Well, all right, fine. Maybe after the election you will, maybe you'll meet somebody really nice. You guys will have some laughs.
Vicky, let me clue you into something I learned a long time ago.
I'm waiting.
Being devoted to a person and a career is not an easy thing. Are you decent?
Wait.
I'm a patient man.
Okay.
Hmm?
What do you think?
Carl's planning on leaving town any day now.
Halloween, how appropriate.
He's going to make his move, Rachel.
No moves. Not against Amanda, not against anyone.
Look, I'll get that. Ryan.
Oh, Michael, I need to talk to you and Rachel.
Now's not really a good time.
It's important, Michael.
Rachel just got back from Chicago.
Michael,
She's very tired.
I'm afraid this can't wait.
Okay, come on.
Hello, Ryan.
Oh, Rachel, how you feeling?
Oh, well, better now that I'm home.
Rachel and I were just discussing her prognosis.
Which is?
Promising.
I'm glad to hear it.
So, do you have something on Carl?
That's not why I came by.
Why did you come by?
Came by to remind the two of you that it's illegal to take the law into your own hands.
I'm not taking the law in my own hands, are you?
Oh, come on, I know what's going on, so why don't you just come clean?
Rachel, I'll handle this.
You don't have to.
No, Rachel, why don't you, just get some rest. I'm sure Michael can fill me in.
Why don't you go into the library?
Good idea. Come
Spencer.
I heard you were back.
I was just going up to lie down.
I'll only stay a minute. What did the doctor say about your eyes?
Come on in.
I checked on that hospital, you know. They have an excellent reputation.
Well, they say I have a good chance of being fine.
Then, this is good news.
Yes, I'm looking at it that way.
I'm also here because I owe you an apology.
For what?
For that diatribe I went off on the other night about surgery and surgeons. That's the last thing I needed to hear.
Well, it was understandable.
If I upset you in any way, Rachel, I'm sorry.
Look, there's risk with any kind of surgery. I'm aware of that.
My wife's surgery was years ago. Ryan was just a baby. I know things have improved since then.
Well, you don't have to worry. I'll be fine.
Now, when you set the date for your surgery, would you let me know? I'd like to come visit you.
Thank you, I will.
You know, you never answered my question.
Which question was that?
Are you seeing Michael exclusively? And if the answer is no, would you have dinner with me one night?
Well, I don't know that you'd be able to fit me into your schedule.
A beautiful woman like you.
Well, it would seem to me that Donna and Iris have filled up your social calendar.
Oh, again with Donna and Iris. I'm not a womanizer, Rachel.
Well, you're not a monk either.
No, I enjoy the company of exciting, intelligent, attractive women. Sue me.
Well, this intelligent woman is going to have to pass, I'm afraid.
May I ask why?
I guess I don't want to be another name in your little book.
I don't have a little book.
Spencer, you never stop playing the game, not even after hours.
Oh. So this is how you see me, is it?
Well, yes, I'm afraid so. At least that's the way you are whenever you see Michael.
Michael and I have been rivals for years.
Well, I guess I don't want to be a bargaining chip.
A bargaining chip? Now you sound like Ryan.
Maybe you ought to listen to Ryan.
Are you that perfect a parent that you can sit in judgment of me?
I just meant that I do try and listen to my children when they try to get through to me.
Oh, really? Well. I'm sorry I bothered you, Rachel.
Who put you up to this?
That's not important.
Donna did, didn't you?
Do you deny having a meeting in your office the other night?
I'll have to check my appointment book.
Michael, you're planning a move against Carl Hutchins. I know it, and you know it.
Ryan, what could I possibly do to harm Carl Hutchins?
Michael, what happened at the meeting?
We talked. Now, there's no law against friends sitting around having a conversation, is there?
If the conversation involved a conspiracy to get rid of Carl, not only is it illegal, it's also dangerous.
Well, there's one thing I have to know first.
What's that?
Are you with us or against us?
Have arrangements been made for my personal physician to live on the estate?
Yes, sir. We've remodeled this guest house here just for him.
Good. And will he have a fully equipped clinic at his disposal?
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Water purification system?
Installed and operational.
Good. Good. Wonderful.
Michael, I'm a cop. It's my duty to uphold the law.
Wait a minute, Ryan. Carl got off scot-free. He tried to kill Rachel. Now, where was your law then?
No one understands how you feel better than I do, but it's still wrong.
No, it is wrong for Carl to walk around free out there.
Well, if the law doesn't stop you, then Carl will.
But so he just goes on his merry way out there? I don't think so.
Michael, you are asking me to turn my back on everything that I believe in.
Thank you. Would you join me in a toast, Roderick?
Certainly, sir.
It's very good seeing you again, you know. I'm glad you were able to make it. To life, to liberty, and to the pursuit of happiness.
Or is it the happiness of pursuit?
Well said. Well said. Would you mind? Thank you. Hello, my dear. Well, don't look so nervous. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Right. Well, let's get your clothes off. We've got a lot to do. Now, I've got your costume here. And we'll sit this on for size, and then we'll begin our final rehearsal. All right? Come on in, dear. There's all the privacy you shall need. There you are, dear. You're looking very well.
The resemblance is remarkable.
Yes. No one will know that she isn't Amanda. Not even her poor old mother.
Do you like these dangly ones, or do you like the ones I had on before better?
I don't know that anyone will be looking at your ears.
Is it too much?
You're too much.
I want to look perfect.
That goes without saying.
What are you doing?
You know, I think I'll go to top.
Oh, good. Me too.
No.
Why not?
No, because I want you to start pulling clips for the spots we're going to use on Election Day.
No, but
I'll see you at the party.
with the governor, Grant at the daycare center. The man always forgets something. Marley! Bedtime? No, come on in. We can talk while I work. You look great. Oh, thanks. There's a fundraiser tonight. So, Grant's not around? No, he's out drumming up more support. You know, you figure everyone who hangs around here is already voting for him anyway. You seem right at home. Yeah, well, the hours are terrible and the pay is non-existent, but I really like every minute I spent here. You found your niche. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this political stuff. Want to see? Sure. Let me cue this baby up. What's doing with you? Well, you were right about Paulina. What did she do now? She went to Jamie behind my back. And did what? Told him I stole a prescription pad of his. Why would she say something crazy like that? Because it was true. That's how you've been getting those pills? Marley, are you out of your mind? I just wanted to have Jamie's baby. Is that so terrible? But Hadley told you that those pills were no good for you. I'm off them now. Okay? Okay. Besides, I think my health was the furthest thing in Paulina's mind. Jamie went crazy, huh? He yelled at me. I yelled at him. I told him I wanted to postpone the wedding, and then he told me he wanted to call the wedding off. Oh, honey. So where do things stand now? Everything's great. I beg your pardon? We got everything out in the open. We cleared the air. We're closer than ever. Yeah, arguing can have its good points. And when we made love, there was no talk of children. It was just Jamie and me. That's great. I realized we can argue and everything won't fall apart. Wait, let me get this straight. This is the first fight you guys ever had? Yes. Whoa! Jamie and I never even made it past a date without a fight. Anyway, I think Paulina's given up on Jamie. I think she has her sights set on Grant again. My work is never done. Why do you say that? I promised Spencer I'd keep Paulina away from Grant. You did? Yeah, well, leave Mrs. McKinnon to me. Oh, wait, this is where Felicia was interviewing Grant. Oh, I heard that went really well. Yeah, it did. Wait till we get to the good part. The good part? Where? Come on. Check this out.